I just hit the start stream button. We are officially live. May have to ping everybody to tell them that the thing has started.
Mm.
Yeah, so if your phone does a ping, you'll know why.
Well, I'm on my laptop. So the
Same thing.
notifications just go to my laptop, but I just had them disabled to show up on my screen because it gets annoying.
Fair enough. So, Sonic the crew. And everyone ping. I don't know, should I just do the everyone ping or should I just do both of them?
I don't know. That's up to you, man. It's not my decision.
Fair enough. Time for 3 hours of interviewing. Fiasco.
Huh. 3 hours of this.
Yep. Hope it goes well.
Hmm. I'm just thinking about how often I might need to shave and after I start to learn how to shave, because my hair tends to grow back pretty fast.
That's what happens when you're a grown up, man. Hair goes back fast, dude.
No, but like mine kind of grows back really fast.
Mine kind of does too. Sometimes it takes a day or two. And
Apparently, Apparently, I like have my grandpa's hair, and I don't know if that extends to facial hair.
Okay. I'm not gonna...
Don't question it.
I'm not. I'm saying okay.
The way you said it did not made it sound like you were like kind of weirded out. But that kind of okay. That just kind of makes me think like, am I weirding someone out?
I don't know. I'm not weirded out. It's trying to use the right words. Hold on, Warwolf. I'll get you on the stage. Keep your whatever on. Sheesh. Alright, let me just get this. I like this. Invite to speak. There you are.
I was starting to wonder.
I'm not gonna make a wonder joke off of that. I got nothing.
That's okay. Well, you don't have to worry about Wonder Bread or women.
I wouldn't make a reference to the Kanye song, but I won't do it.
I'll take your word on that. I've never listened to the man ever, so.
I don't really listen to his music that often.
I've heard of him, but I haven't actually heard any of his music, so.
I've only heard like 2 songs of his.
So then we're probably not worried about missing much there.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's just not my cup of tea.
Well, I certainly hope he's not a cup of tea. He's supposed to be a human being, right?
He's kind of on the borderline at this point.
I meant physically.
I know.
Yeah. Why? Is he physically falling apart or something? What's going on?
Mentally, more like. It seems like he's picking up the pieces, though.
Uh-huh. Okay, who's got people talking in the background there? Because somebody got to close their door.
Yeah, give me a second. That's coming off of mine.
1, 2,
3,
4, 5. Yeah, we're always gonna do that joke. You know, it's kind of there.
Even if it pisses people off.
Well, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Yep, that's fair.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Godzilla fans fighting a cold. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I think I've got to have my eye looked at in a couple of days because something weird just started happening. Hopefully it's a one-off thing, but we'll see how things go. So, anyway, what are you guys up to?
Nothing much.
Not much.
Not much. My God, you people must be bored.
I've been watching YouTube videos and getting this stuff set up, so...
Apparently you've been watching the videos we've been doing. Because when I peeked in a few minutes ago, you were watching one of the older ones.
Yeah, it was something like to pass the time until the official show started.
Is that anything like passing a kidney stone? Yeah, I know. Bad joke. I don't give a shit. Also, question, because this had just come to mind. Before we get fully into this, now we've got everything, I think, ready to do our own streams and all for that whole shit there. When we actually do screen shares, that won't go through the OBS, right?
Yeah, I think when you do the screen share, your via the Discord, I think, yeah, OBS and your screen share should work.
Okay, cool. So it shouldn't pop up on the thing there, because the last thing we need is to get any kind of issues for that. So yeah.
Right.
Because I was always wondering how you did it.
Yep.
Also, is there a food product in our audience?
You mean spaghetti? Yeah.
Yeah, a food product. It's a fucking food
brand is it?
product, damn it. I don't know. It just says spaghetti.
Okay, then it's generic brand.
Yeah, which is a little disturbing now that you stop to think about it.
I mean, sure, spaghetti is a very good food.
Just don't snap it in half, and I won't kill
Only
you.
with grated Parmesan, and only if you don't add anything like sauce to it.
So you're pretty much Parmesan.
Marinara sauce, alla vodka.
No. Just straight up grated Parmesan cheese. Maybe grated Parmesan. Grated Parmesan.
Okay, I can agree with you. Parmesan and Romano are pretty good on spaghetti.
What? Like you realize there's like a version that's literally like, like grated Parmesan, like you can get at the store, like the powder stuff.
Yeah, I know.
There's also a version now that's grated Parmesan and Romano.
I think my dad bought it recently too.
Well, you'll have to let me know. But yeah, either way, I don't know why. I remember just trying that at random, and I ended up liking it, so I fucking stuck with it for the last couple of months. Actually, the last couple of years. I think I've been doing it for about 2 years now, that one. Used to be I would just do grated Parmesan. I still will do just straight grated Parmesan every now and then, but...
I'm just glad we got that whole situated so you guys can do your stream without me interfering.
Yeah, well, dude, like, we had literally explained that to you 5 times, and yet, like, dude, this is what I say: if your first instinct with anything we say is to argue against it, ignore that instinct, because more than likely, you're basically just setting up for a fight that doesn't need to happen.
So let's see, we got Prince Ender and Spaghetti in the audience right now, so not a bad
Prince
start.
who?
Prince Ender. You may know him as Shadow Shader.
Oh, maybe. 1 second, I'll be right back.
I gotta go get my phone so I can click on the YouTube chat. I'll be back as well.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we bored already?
There's just not much to do.
Fair enough. I've mostly just been watching and rewatching Has Been Hotel Season 1 Part 1.
Oh yeah, the first 4 episodes. Did you like them?
Honestly, I'm kind of in between. It's like, on the one hand, yeah, I mean, they're not bad. On the other, I'm not sure if I overly like them or if I overly... Well, I don't think I dislike them. I just don't know if I overall like them. If that makes any sense.
Fair. Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, I thought like some of the musical numbers were pretty good.
Hmm. Oh, some of the songs are great. I mean, I'll be honest, like my two favorites so far are the two in episode 3, because like, good God.
One,
Like,
the two favorites of mine. One is from episode 4, and I think, and it's "Loser Baby," which is a really good song.
I think that's the only one that's really worth seeing from my perspective, just because it's like the first time I've ever heard like Keith David sing.
And he is a great baritone, that's for sure.
Apparently so, yeah. Like, I did not expect him to go that fucking hard for a goddamn animated show. I mean, granted, it's not a kid show. I mean, this is meant for adults, but holy shit. Like,
I'm trying to think, what was the other one?
if you're talking about episode 4, the only other song there was Poison.
Poison was pretty good.
I
Though I
kind
still,
I kind of felt like it was a follow-up to Addict, which was the standalone ones that they did that was still using the pilot designs before they did the redesigns for the Amazon drop. Interesting note.
yeah.
They've said that the pilot is more or less still technically canon. There's only a few small differences in the design, but otherwise, and the voices obviously, but otherwise, it's supposed to be effectively 100% canon.
I know most of like the pilot cast like did like a farewell, like kind of
Yeah,
like a
I saw
thank you
that.
song.
I saw that the other day, actually, which it actually I think just went up yesterday or the day before, called "Thank You and Good Night." I'll be honest, it was all the singing voices, so it wasn't necessarily the actual pilot cast, but it was the pilot singing cast because the original, I think the original pitch for this was, hey, everybody who's in the vocal cast can also sing, so we don't have to hire extra people to do the singing voices.
By the way, Prince Enda said, "Hey, Warwolf and hey, Sear," in the
Yeah, I saw. Hey, how you doing?
Oh well.
yeah. This is our first time doing this, so it might have a couple of rough patches.
Well, the problem is none of us here are a tailor.
And none of us are named Taylor. Who is this? Never mind.
I haven't sewed sixth grade, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sixth grade sewing. Like
It
what?
was for a class.
Did you actually like sew a sweater?
No, I sewed a drawstring bag.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be useful someday. Anyway,
You sewed? Wait. You sewed a dresser?
A drawstring bag.
Oh. Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, a friend of mine, I think she kind of crocheted this one. It was literally a drawstring bag for, like, multi-sided dice.
so
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
if you have any questions to ask us, either in the YouTube chat or in the Q&A panel, feel free to ask us, and then we'll answer the questions in our character voices to the best of our ability.
Assuming there are any questions to be had.
Well, yeah, like I said, this is like our first dry run at this, but it'll get better.
As opposed to a wet run?
Would you shut up?
Nah.
Yeah, no, because Mario and Sonic never shut up in videos either, but yeah, here we are. And it looks like we do have a question from Silver18 to the boys. Can you say Haba Daba in your Sonic voice?
Say what?
Haba Daba.
Why would I want to say Abba Dabba in any voice?
Oh no.
Also, that pretty much is my Sonic voice. I'm literally using my actual voice for Sonic.
So wait, they want us to say Wabba Dabba in like any character.
No, Abba Dabba.
Abba Dabba.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So basically in every single character voice that I do from the Sonic series.
No, I think Wait. I think we were just asked to do it in the voices we do for Sonic. Are we talking about just the primary voices? Because I'm not pulling out Eggman, Nega, or Johnny for this. That's ridiculous.
I think he just meant like the primary Sonic voice, I think.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, yeah, like. In which case, you've kind of already done that, Sear, because honestly, it's like. I mean, you pretty much use your voice for Silver anyway.
No, my voice for Silver is like more higher pitched.
It is now, but originally you just used your regular voice for Silver. Is that what that's what you're using for Espio now, isn't it?
Espio, I go a bit deeper. Espio is more like this. Well, Silver is kind of more like this, and I kind of sound more sheepish in a way.
Also,
Which is odd because you're playing a hedgehog.
Yep, it is. And then Mighty, it's just me putting on like the most 90s attitude.
Mm-hmm. And then you the most 90s attitude. Like I always wonder is like how does something be an attitude of a fucking decade? I still don't get that.
Simple. It just does.
I'll take your word on it because personally I think that's complete bullshit answer. That's just me. That's just me.
Abba dabba. Abba dabba. Abba dabba.
Okay, dude, seriously.
That's funny.
It's starting to feel like we're in a rerun, like half-assed rerun at least of the Flintstones. Stop it. So, since we're still waiting on any other questions,
I mean, we can always refer to the ask questions in our own server while we're waiting for actual questions.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a little bit overkill. There's way too many of those to go from there. Plus, we already answered most of those in character on those anyway.
Fair enough. And also in this thing, if anyone in the audience want to join the call and ask a question, just feel free to ask for an invite and ring in, ask your question, then take it back out. I think that's how that works.
Take it back out. Good God, man. Fucking phrasing.
Alrighty.
Do I really have to explain this one to him? Do I have to explain why that's a phrasing moment?
I don't know if we should.
All right.
So Spaghetti just I don't necessarily have questions. I just came here to catch up on everything because I got thrown in the pile.
Yeah, I was just reading that in the little voice chat text, so.
Yeah, I added that. It's like a little panel discussion so people can talk while we're hosting the panel. But yeah, Connor should be in here shortly. He's just getting back doing his errands.
But when are we getting the vintage? That joke will never die. Not so long as I'm part of the cast.
As long as Warwolf's here, yeah, the joke will never die.
Survey team just asked, what's your favorite Sonic meme or Sonic pickup lines?
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, all right. So all right. So in order, I haven't actually seen a whole lot of Sonic memes, so I don't think I have one. And I mean, outside of Sat-Am, I've never really known Sonic to even have any legitimate romantic interest. So I don't think he's ever actually, tried to do a pickup line.
I don't even think.
I mean,
there is
considering
any
it,
that I'm aware
yeah,
of.
considering the fact that he's only had one canonical girlfriend, and that was Sally, I don't think he's ever really had to worry about a pickup line anyway.
Yeah, Sonic never did a pickup line when he wanted to ask Sally out for a date or something.
We have no idea how they ended up dating. They were just already a couple at the start of Sat-Am.
At least we made it to 1.3k subscribers now, so that's cool.
Why do we want to point at 3K?
I don't know.
That's a little weird, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. Just curious, if I was asking Espio a question, where did Espio learn his ninja skills or something?
Yeah, that's a
Just
good
be-
question.
Is that just a question you're asking yourself, or is somebody asking that?
Technically asking myself to Espio just to get things started so people start rolling in.
Well, again, like, dude, like, we're just waiting to see what the people have for questions. But the problem with asking that question is that we're never going to get a definitive answer.
Yeah, because there's not really actually a definitive answer I think ever given.
There really isn't. I mean, in fact, the whole ninja thing, I mean, that's mostly a creation of the comics. It's never really come up in the games. In fact, remember, Espio's only ever really been in one game anyway, and that was Knuckles Chaotix.
The ninja thing did come up like in Sonic Generations from like a side mission thing that he had.
Yeah, but wait, really? I've never
Yeah.
played Generations. I keep meaning to pick that
They
up,
had
but I
like
don't.
side missions to get like extra keys.
Ah,
And one of them you had to find like Espio while he uses camouflage as your ninja skills to try to stop you, and you have to hit like spotlights in the direction of where he is, so that way he can't.
I wouldn't call using camouflage necessarily being a ninja skill because I mean he's literally a chameleon.
And he also literally says ninja arts camouflage, and I still don't understand why.
Okay, all right, that is a little odd, yeah. So, okay, here's a question for you, Sear.
Yeah.
So, out of the characters you've been playing on the broadcast and everything, which is your favorite to voice?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I could go with the answer saying all of them equally, but that feels way too much of a cop out.
Cop out.
No, pop out.
Oh,
But if I had to say, I say
We
it's
got we
mainly
got a Tails VA in the audience.
hello there, Tails VA. Even though you're technically not one of my VAs, but you just name yourself that. But I'm not gonna judge you for that.
but I had to say it's either Luigi or Espio, really.
Hmm.
Like Mighty
Well,
is fun for me to voice,
mhm.
considering it just feels like I'm just going crazy, but it works to my advantage because I'm already kind of insane.
Well, in our line of work, crazy helps.
Yeah, pretty much does.
Oh, now he's 9. Now he's 9 VA. Cool.
Actually, I did get a chance to binge Prime season 3, like about a week ago.
So yeah, Spaghetti, Shadow, and 9. If you guys wanna join the stage and ask a question, just let us know and we'll bring you in.
Hmm.
As long as they're within reason, of course. Nothing too extreme.
Well, 90s were the era of extreme.
But at least the cartoons there were pretty decent.
It depends on the cartoon.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honestly, one of the shows that I thought was absolutely stupid as a concept was Goof Troop.
I love that show.
I'm sorry, it's like Max Goof being just stuck in suburbia means nothing to me.
They already did that like in a Goofy movie.
A Goofy movie was literally the movie for Goof Troop, dude.
I thought
They
the
had
Goofy
like
movie came before Goof Trip.
nope, other way around.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They had something like 1 or 2 seasons, and then they did a Goofy movie, and then they did an extremely Goofy movie, which was the sequel. It ages up Max and PJ. Goofy apparently goes back to college. So, I mean, the one thing I will give them credit for with the second film is like they literally they got Baby Newworth to come back and play a Whippet again. That was hilarious because it's like, holy shit. It's like I don't think she was in the first one, but she was in the second All Dogs Go to Heaven movie playing a Whippet dog, and I'm pretty sure that's the same species she's playing in an extremely Goofy movie. So plus it's like just watching Goofy do a fucking disco dance and like getting everybody into it. I'm sorry, disco was before my time because I was literally born in 80 and disco effectively died in 81. But I gotta give them credit just because I never thought they'd have the balls to do that in a 90s film.
We still gotta admit, that was just really a good movie. Both of them were pretty good.
I wasn't the biggest fan of either one, but they had their moments. Also, I can understand Luigi. I mean, considering we're both New Yorkers and we're playing New Yorkers.
It just feels like we're playing ourselves, but we exaggerate it a bit.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, the irony is that I'm actually from Brooklyn, so amazingly enough, I still have a little bit of the accent. I can just lean on that. You know, kind of an homage to Captain Lou Albano. And, I mean, fuck it, it works. I don't care.
It does work pretty well for you.
Because here's when I originally started, they wanted me to do something similar to the Charles Martinet thing. Just I can't fucking do that because it sounds stupid to me, and I can't get it. I can't get it around my head. It's he's from fucking Brooklyn. Why the hell does he have to sound so goddamn stupid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It does sound a little stupid, but it kind of fits with what Mario resembles, pretty much.
Well, no, because here's the thing. I get the idea that they want to go for a stereotypically done type of Italian accent. The problem is that accent is very rare, even in first-generation immigrants. And Mario is not first-generation. He was born in Brooklyn. So he might be bilingual, but I'll tell you right now, the dude is a fluent English speaker, and he would have picked up the New York accent.
And Silver 18 just asked, have you ever watched the Project Shadow fan-made short film?
Who is he asking that to?
All of us, if we've seen that.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it, so no.
I know it's making the rounds a lot recently, but I haven't watched it.
It's pretty much like a backstory to the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie that's coming out this Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be fan-made though, right? So that's hardly a backstory.
Well, a little fan-made, but it's pretty much giving you an idea of what could have happened instead of.
Right, but again, that's a fan-made what if, not the official material. Plus, I mean, at this point, considering we don't know if Jim Carrey's coming back, I mean, they might just decide to go with an abrogated version of Shadow's backstory, if they even get into that. Simply because, I mean, this thing is supposed to be more or less the real world. I can't imagine them even having something like the goddamn bio-lizard thing going on. And they're not even going to do Perfect Chaos simply because, I mean, if they're jumping to Shadow, they're already bypassing the first Sonic adventure.
And,
Yeah.
Another question this guy asked, he said to everyone, what do you think about your gender bents Sonic character selves?
Rule of the Internet 63. If it exists, there's a gender flip version of it.
Like, for me, Shadina is
You kind of just
Shadow.
expect it, really, with the internet. Like, it's to the point I'm not really surprised. Like, I just know it's gonna happen. But I will still question you as to why anyone would think to make it.
Shits and giggles, most likely.
Probably, yeah.
Plus, we also have a...
I mean, it's just like Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it, no exceptions. And if there is, and Rule 35 is, if there isn't porn of it, there eventually will be. Again, no exceptions.
It's the dark side of the internet, pretty much.
Well, no, that's the fucking rules of the internet, man.
That's the rules of the internet, my guy.
Everybody knows Rule 34 and Rule 63. Those are the only ones that really matter anyway. Rule 34 is basically the one everybody knows. Rule 35 is kind of a corollary to it. Rule 63 has kind of gotten to the point where it's starting to become a little bit more ubiquitously known. But yeah.
And like Shadow, we probably say right now, we also have the gender bends in our character crew as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a thing for a while, even before we started doing this shit, so.
Yep, Sonica, Shadina, and Tailsko, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Which, they're fun to have on the channel, just, bring in the audiences and have people enjoy our content.
Yeah, honestly, like, we aren't even the first ones to do those general concepts anyway, so. We're just taking the fan ideas and running with them. Because I mean, Sonica and Shadina and everybody, they were established in Tails and Sonic Pals well before we ever got started. So we just basically decided to run with the idea since it was already there.
Yeah, so they called Shadina Shady.
It actually kind of makes sense.
In a way, yeah.
Because think about it. If it's a feminine version of the term shadow, I mean, shady works because it's just like shade is just another form of the word shadow. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there in
I think Intel somehow is shady. Yeah, I mean, it's like we're even using original names. So. All right, so here's a question. Now, I'm pretty sure we're all going to go see Sonic 3, so that's not even in doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 3 other major movies coming out this year. You got Kung Fu Panda 4, Godzilla and Kong the New Empire, and Transformers 1. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Frozen Empire? Like, I still need to hear a little bit more about this new Ghostbusters film before I even make any decisions as to whether or not I'm going to go see it. Trigger, who pulled you?
Oh, Trigger,
that's another joke that will never die as long as I'm part of the cast.
Hey, Trigger, let us know if you want us to
let it die.
Trigger Man! That's some spaghetti. Funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me, join up, Trigger. I sent you the invite, man.
For all I know, he might have stepped away after he joined.
Maybe. Oh, inside joke at the Sonic VA Lounge. Yeah, I'm in that server. Funny. That's the server of Yoshizilla.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a shadow. No, not shadow. A silver VA. Well, then doing YouTube content for like 7 years, 8 years. That many.
Hey, speaking of 7 years, I'm a little amused by the fact that with Has-Been Hotel, they basically say that Alistair had been MIA for about 7 years.
Yeah, they do mention that.
You know what's also interesting? Think who else has apparently been gone for that long in that show? Charlie's mother.
Suspicious.
Suspicious? This isn't Among Us.
Go to your room, Shadow. Go to your fucking room.
Sorry. Well, Silva just asks, what's your favorite top 10 anime you like in your childhood?
My favorite top 10 anime?
Yep.
But so they asking me to list off my favorite anime in like a list, or are they asking, who are they even asking?
I think they're just asking all of us. As Silver 18, make sure you're, like, say, are you asking all of us, or are you asking someone individually? It's kind of confusing, pal.
Yeah.
Because apparently his favorite top 10 anime was Sao, Sailor Moon, Precure, and Beastars, etc. or something.
Huh.
As in Beastars, I pronounced it wrong.
Oh, I know what Beastars is.
I watched it.
I've seen the first season. I didn't really give enough of a damn to watch the second.
The second season was kind of bad.
I've seen the
Like-
manga, and apparently it's supposed to get a lot better after the stuff that they cover in the second season, but
Yeah,
by
while
that point, I just
Seren's-
didn't care.
Like, some of the characters in the second season are just poorly written, admittedly.
Well, I mean, the idea basically seems to be like, what if Zootopia, but stupid fucking grimdark? Like,
That is
dude,
pretty
you,
accurate.
you fucking tell me where I'm telling lies, man. That's literally what Beastars is.
Pretty much.
And yes, I just
Oh, man,
fucking
though, I
quoted
love
CM Punk.
the-
Sue me.
I love the stop motion animation they go for like, the opening for the first season.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the show itself. 'Cause, like,
No,
yeah,
the
yeah,
show
it's
itself is
only-
CG.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the CG isn't bad either. It's just like I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
like
it's better than
the designs are just fucking weird. It's like half the time I swear to God, maybe it's just me, but Legoshi's eyes look like they're trying to escape from his face.
In some scenes, I can agree with you. But in other scenes, it just seems like they're just stagnant. And then they just don't feel like they're animated that well. If that makes sense.
Oh no, like do you remember my biggest complaint about the Woody and Daffy Duck videos?
With dead eyes.
Yeah, Dead Eye and Shogun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, dude, that's like imagine that, except the eyes are trying to also crawl out of his face. It's seriously like there's something wrong with the way his eyes look, and I don't know what the hell it is. And like, what's her name there? Juno, the other wolf girl. I swear to God,
God.
it looks like her cheeks just want to like rip her skin apart from the sides. I don't know. It's like one good yank and her skin would just come off. Like you were pulling apart tissue paper. I swear to God, it's weird, and I know that's not what they're going for, and it's not like a knock on the people who put the work in for this, because I mean, they did try their best with this. Like, holy shit, there's something just odd about that fucking show's like animation. I don't know what the hell it is. I know it's a CGI thing, but I mean, as much as I'm not a big fan of the second Dragon Ball Super movie, I mean, it doesn't weird me out the way Beastars CG does. And that's taking Cell Max into account. And Cell Max is a fucking weird design.
It just feels like second form Cell, but
That's what Cell Max's design literally was based on. It's literally
yeah, it's just second form Cell, but with red.
Technically it'd be third form, because you got the larval state, then you got the upright form, then you got the semi-perfect form, then you got the perfect form. So the semi-perfect form would technically be his third state.
But who's counting?
Me. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the idea. Anyway, but yeah, like the only thing that I didn't understand is what the hell he's got a giant ass club on his tail.
I didn't get that either, really.
It's like, what was the point of that? And here's my other question: How did this other guy, and I forget what the hell the name of the doctor is, Hado, whatever the fuck his name is there? How did he even know about Cell? I mean, even Trunks didn't know about Cell, and he'd been dealing with fucking Cyborg 17 and 18 for how long in his future timeline?
I think they know about it because I don't know, actually.
Well, see, here's the thing: they would have no real reason to, because they destroyed the sub basement for Dr. Giraud in the main timeline, because they ended up realizing, holy shit, he's got a sub lab, because that's what Cell told them was the case. So they went, they found it, blew it up, stole the plans for the other 3 cyborgs, and everything else was blown to hell. So even the plans for Cell, let alone anything that would be based on him shouldn't even exist. I mean, as weird as that is, that's the goddamn truth as far as I can tell.
Also,
Time travel.
server 18 wants Shadow and Sonic to say something nice to each other. No fighting.
What?
Pretty much server 18 wants Shadow and Sonic try to say something nice to each other, but no fighting. That's gonna be kind of hard, server 18, because Shadow and Sonic don't really get along very well in video sessions.
They're the best. They are the best, mildly friendly rivals. At worst, they basically just want to kick each other's head in.
Yeah, sometimes we try, but the director says no kicking people's heads in. Children are watching.
We're talking about Sonic and Shadow, not actual people, dude.
I know, so that's why I was. But
Is Trigger joining us or no? Because I don't see him in the audience.
He's currently on break at work, so.
Yeah, break of what? Knee or arm?
Sure, Shadow. If you have a question to ask us in the stage, sure, we can bring you in. Then we got to get back out. So, yeah, give me a second.
Well,
Welcome
hello
to
everyone.
the party.
It's been a while.
Hello there, Shadow.
Yeah.
Sugar.
So you said you had a question for us? Go ahead.
Well, let's see. So, it's been a while, damn it. I can't remember. I'm always having this memory problem I'm having. Damn it.
That happens sometimes. It's okay.
Well, it's hard to remember if you have a memory problem.
Also,
Because we didn't.
I'll just
Yes, that
remember
was a
the
pun.
question after this.
And hello,
Probably.
and hello, Martz, who just joined the audience. Hope you're having a nice
Hello, everyone.
day. In case you guys don't know, Martz was a former Charmy PPA, but it was short.
Oh,
You actually do exist, Martz.
yeah, we see you too.
You're not a hallucination, dude. You're not QnA body.
what the heck?
I will say this, Martz. That whole "I don't exist" thing. You have just made a very uniquely odd reference to a very much barely remembered TV movie for the Incredible Hulk.
Really?
Oh, yep. I actually realized that too.
Yep, from the death of the Incredible Hulk, actually. You want to know what the funny thing was about this? That wasn't supposed to be the last one.
Scarlet, remember last time I did voice acting around you? It was back then.
Yeah.
But was it front then?
What was that one voice acting I did around Scarlet before?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have to remember what it was, because I don't remember.
Anyway,
think about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you do remember the question, let us know. But I mean, otherwise, I'm not really sure there's anything we can do for you up on the stage. So
Yeah, that's kind of how this stuff works. Like I said.
Yeah, I already know about that, but though.
Yeah, if you happen to think of the question again, write it down, let us know, and then we'll bring you back in so you can ask it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Alright, that was Shadow Shit, everybody. So, yeah. Good guy. So, yeah, if anyone in the audience has any questions to ask, just let us know and we'll add you to the stage and you can speak your mind. Pardon Warwolf's uncontrollable belching. Yeah.
Hey, I literally just got up. I'm hungry. And I'm dealing with the fact that I'm having moments where my vision is blurring out in some spaces. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not kidding.
I was just laughing to feel laugh. Sorry. So apparently Salvation just said, you know the brown wool. She always has forceful feelings toward Legoshi, but at the same time she never gave up because Legoshi is in love with Haru. In the manga, Juno and Ruiz.
Yeah, Legoshi up initially being the object of Juno's affection because they're both wolves. Although, as we find out, apparently she's like part lizard or something,
Like,
which is kind of interesting. Yeah, he's
It's
like
either
part
a
Gila
Komodo
monster.
dragon or it's like bearded
Yeah,
dragon.
he's either a Gila monster or a Komodo dragon. Yeah, which is, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, she ends up eventually moving on to Lewis, which is kind of interesting. And yes, I know that the anime calls him Ruis, but it's actually supposed to be Lewis because what a lot of people keep forgetting is that in Japan, the R and the L are effectively the same thing. This is also, by the way, true with V and B. This is why, even though her name is Videl, it's written with a B in a lot of the like artwork in the official Dragon Ball Z series because like a lot of what they have of the English language is kind of all over the place. For example, I've literally seen, and I mean, honest to God, this is true. I have seen a photo of a hotel where you have like, you know, like where when you check out, you have those little key drops to put your room key in when you're just checking out and you don't need to worry about anything other than saying, hey, I'm checking out. Well,
Right.
there's literally, I forget exactly, I don't know if I saw this in National Geographic or one of my different travel guides. Literally, instead of key drop, it says key delop, D-L-O-P, because again, for Japan, L and R are effectively the same sound. That's also kind of how we got Godzilla, because the original name for him is Gojira, and it got translated as Godzilla, and either way works, and that officially became the official English spelling. There are people in Japan who are very fluent in English, but it's not to that level with everybody in the country, although they do study the language. Actually, their punctuation is goddamn awful. Their punctuation and grammar, I've seen some of how they handle it on a video that Gaijin Goomba was doing a while back where he covered just that very issue. They really got to start having people who are native speakers write their stuff in English so that this way, you know, they can actually understand American grammar, syntax, and punctuation because God bless them, they're trying, but a lot of the shit they do makes no sense. I mean, if you've ever seen the original version of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, I swear to God, yeah, have you ever seen Zeta Gundam at all, guys? Yes, no?
I've seen it.
I might have seen some of it.
Okay, then you know that Char Aznable comes back and is calling himself Quattro Bagina, right? Well, somebody decides to let somebody else know that that's Char, and in the letter that they get sent, it says he is a Char. It's like, oh my God, dude, no A. There's no A in that sentence. There is no fucking A in that sentence. At least there's not supposed to be.
Yeah, but some of us are old when it comes to some of these shows we're talking about, so that's reasonable.
Yeah, well, I'm literally going to be 44 in a little over a month now.
And to answer your question, Silver 18, we haven't actually done any comic dubs yet. That's still in work in progress.
Done any what?
He's asking if we've done any comic dubs.
Oh, I've done one or two of those actually already, but I don't know if they've been put up.
I have recorded some lines for comic dubs, but I don't think everybody else has.
Because I know.
Well, they literally just DM'd me the lines they wanted me to read off the actual comic they wanted me to dub, so I just did it right off of those.
I mean, I did voice Shadow the Hedgehog in my friend Christina's Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog dub.
I always knew you were secretly a psycho killer.
Well, she asked me to do Shadow, I said sure. I wasn't gonna say no.
Oh my God, dude, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh. I said, but I still feel bad that she didn't ask Sear to do Espio in that.
Can we move on from that?
I'm just saying, I wasn't trying to push anything in there, dude.
You are not a Saiyan. Stop claiming that.
But yeah, Warwolf technically is the oldest of our VA crew, pretty much.
Yes, I am an old motherfucking bastard.
And also, Server 18 loves Gundam A Wing. That's his favorite Gundam.
Gundam A?
Wing.
Yeah, there's no Gundam A Wing. There's just Gundam Wing.
Maybe he was typing, he accidentally pressed A when he was typing Wing. Typing on a phone is difficult.
Maybe.
I'm a
Honestly, when it comes to the Gundam shows, the one series I cannot stand is Turn A.
I don't think I've
Like,
seen that one.
The suit is surprisingly versatile in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, but the story in the actual anime, I honestly, like, ugh, God, literally, I got like 5 to 10 episodes in, I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. I will not fuck with that goddamn show, period. And the suit isn't bad in the Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 video game, but I will never bother with the actual show at this point. After what I saw of that first, like, again, it's like 5 to 10 episodes or whatever the hell it is. I have heard mixed things about Gundam Age, though, so I kind of want to see if that's really as bad as they say, but since there's nowhere around here I can rent it, I'm going to have to see if it's on the Gundam Info YouTube channel at some point, because I found a way to get around that goddamn ad blocker blocking shit, and again, like, I'm going to say this here now, guys, folks, there are ways to keep utilizing your ad blockers. It's a little bit of doing, but it can be done. Do not give in to YouTube's bullying. They cannot legally block you from using ad blockers. They can be assholes, but there are ways to get around them being assholes. So,
I mean, I still use Brave browser, and Brave's actually increased its security on blocking ads, and it's been working pretty well.
which is odd because Brave is based on Chrome, which is owned by Google.
Mm-hmm.
Firefox has been doing relatively well for me, at the very least, and I know some people have recently been stating that they're having issues with Opera. So I don't know what the hell's going on there. But I haven't used Opera in the better part of 20 years, so.
So yeah, as long as Brave does its job and blocks the ads, we won't have issues when we record our sessions in the future. Which has been really good, so.
I'm just waiting for AdBlock Plus to finally get to the point where it's completely able to block even the little pop-ups that try to block you, so. Every couple of days, I have to clear my cache and everything, and it resets that back to normal, but yeah, otherwise, AdBlock Plus is still more or less working fine. I still get those damn annoying pop-ups, but I'd rather deal with those than them trying to, fucking, ban me out of fucking YouTube. Actually, the weird thing is, I got to the whole 3 videos and then you'll be, like, banned from using the thing. All I had to do was clear the cache. Boom. And maybe the cookies, but either way, easy enough. The only hard part is building up your search list again.
Yep, that's search history.
Although, to be fair, weirdly enough, I seem like I'm getting, like, halfway there because basically, like, it still does, like, the autofill if I, like, search for enough things long enough, it eventually becomes part of, like, YouTube's overall search for me. So, figure that one out.
So Mars just said, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot most of the things that were said here. What? And then now they just said, and
I'm reading it.
Okay.
I see it every now and then. I'm not too worried about it.
Well, yeah.
But
to be honest, when I first met Warwolf a couple years ago, I think it was just I think it was a random server, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. It's been that fucking long. I don't remember how the hell I even got here. But that probably was. I think we might have both been in the Tails and Sonic Pal server when they had one, and then I ended up joining you guys from there.
Yeah, and
I think you were in it at the time. I could be wrong, and then that just randomly vanished one day out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think they decided to just delete the server and just focus on their channel.
Yeah, which is kind of ironic because their channel is almost dead at this point. I haven't seen anything new from them in almost 2 years.
I still sub to them. I sometimes see her Knuckles VA do videos as Emerald Masters. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but that's technically a different channel. That's his channel.
And then you got
I'm talking the actual Tails and Sonic Pals thing. I haven't seen anything new from that because I know that they have 2 spin-offs. They have Gotta Go Fast, which is their Sonic channel, and then they have
that's
that's the Sonic actor, yeah. And then you've got Emerald Master. But yeah, I think like what was it? Bunny Bulma, I think was the name. I mean, she does most of the female characters.
Bulma Bunny. Yeah.
That's what I said, Bulma Bunny.
No, you said Bunny Bulma.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. Either way.
Sorry, I had to get that laugh out. But yeah, I sometimes still check out Gotta Go Fast and Emerald Masters when I have the time. They still make good content.
I honestly keep forgetting those 2 exist because I'm so used to most of the main content being on the Tails and Sonic Pals one.
Yeah, I think Gotta Go Fast is Matt and the other one is Connor.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
yeah, I've been on his channel a couple times. He's nice to talk to. Matt's a nice guy.
Wait, have you actually talked to those guys?
Once in a while when I was in the old Discord server, and sometimes I leave comments on their videos and they leave a like and say thanks for commenting and supporting, yada yada yada.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
And apparently Martz is emo. Oh, okay.
Emo?
I don't know.
I don't know. That just looks more like he's trying to imitate one of the shadows of Alistair from Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at his profile pic there in the audience. Like, yeah, that just kind of reminds me of Alistair's shadows from Hazbin Hotel. On the subject of that. Now this is probably something I'll bring up whenever we do our first full-on weirdo stream where it's just potentially me, Sear, and Jayse, but he is abnormally powerful. They've kind of made a point of bringing up the fact that he should not be as strong as he is, especially considering that he's apparently been MIA for about 7 years.
Hey, look who joined us, T-Fan.
Hi!
Hey, T-Fan.
Hey,
I think when I met Sear, I think it was, when did I meet you, Sear, exactly?
I think you met me in around like maybe late 2020, early 2021.
I think it was before I showed up. I know that.
Yeah, because
No, you were. I think you already had shown up by the time.
Are you sure? Because I was under the impression that you came in first, and I came in like maybe a week to a month after. I thought, because I remember you being here when I first got into the server.
Yeah, I'll check it right now.
Good luck. Like with that whole thing where like we briefly got hacked and all, or at least the server did. We had to shut down and start it. So I'm not even sure if you'll have that at that point.
Hey, look, it's our Grounder VA. He's in the audience.
Yes, I saw.
I see that.
You could say he's drilling his nose in.
Oh, he's coming. Give him a second. I just sent him the invite. Yo,
Phrasing.
Hey Grounder. How's it going, my dreaded friend?
I've been good, you know.
Dino Thunder. Nope, Dino Fury.
Dino
Fury.
Yeah, Dino Fury is good. That's a good power.
Yeah, no, like for a minute, I knew it was one of the Dinos. Like you got Dino Thunder, Dino Fury, and then Dino Charge.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that actively reference the dinosaurs in the theme.
Yeah.
So. But
that's our Grounder VA. In case you wonder who that is.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys have a 9 VA? Oh, I didn't know that.
No,
we did not get a 9 VA.
That's just what he calls himself.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
Sonic Prime was good. The achievement's finally over.
It was all right. It was all right. I don't necessarily know what I call it. I wouldn't call it anything groundbreaking, but it was all right.
Groundbreaking is crazy.
I know you're a voice actor, 9. We didn't mean it in any bad way.
No, we know you're a voice actor. We're just saying you're not a voice actor for the character of 9 in our cast. Because we don't even have that character in our cast, so.
Yeah, and with
I don't
the
think we have any of the Sonic Prime characters in our cast.
we don't, not that I know of, but
Strictly speaking, we've never really needed them anyway, because I mean, for the most part, they're literally just alternate reality versions of the characters we already have anyway, and we've already got our own alternates for those, and we so rarely use those that aren't even a thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually since I'm speaking at Shadow, that directly.
Okay, guys, stop spamming attachments, please.
It's a
Yeah,
unicorn exploding. I mean, not exploding. It's like a
yeah,
mind
they
exploding
could
unicorn.
have just only posted it once, not twice. You can.
And now
Well,
it's
yeah.
a bear saying something.
You're
I'm swearing. I'm swearing.
Okay, guys, please stop spamming images in the text chat.
Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves, you know.
That's getting a little odd.
Okay, and I'm just reading the images. That's
And
it.
also the YouTube stream can see those as well, guys. So be wary of that.
Yeah, again, like they can see that in the YouTube stream, so please don't spam, or we will
Wait.
have to remove your ability to chat.
Yeah, we don't.
Wait, there's a YouTube stream?
We're streaming
We're
right
on
now.
right now, bro. This is a Q&A stream for the cast.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
well, I didn't even know that.
It's our first one. we're trying out this new panel stage, mumbo jumbo.
Mm.
And that's putting it
Alright.
lightly.
Mm. You know, it occurs to me we should probably do that for the weirdos too at some point.
We definitely should, like, at some point. That's something we could.
Yeah, because I mean that wouldn't be all that different from our regular streams, except this time we would just be doing a thing where we just again, guys, please stop spamming images and gifs in the text chat.
Hey, come on, guys.
We can see that, and so can the YouTube channel.
What are you
literally-
talking
Oh my
what are you
god.
talking about? I didn't see any gifts.
Okay,
So how come
I don't know who Poketo is, but
that's the Poke2 bot?
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
a.
you
I see why. Because Godzilla leveled up because he chatted. Yeah, that does.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Also, dude, why do we even have those damn bots?
For people to interact in the stream if they're bored, the Poke2 pretty much.
Should we just like disable the chat, like in here?
I mean, it's not annoying now. Just if it gets super annoying, then maybe. But right now, let's just let it go on, pretty much.
No, like again, dude, we don't want that getting abused, especially because again, if they're able to see that over on the YouTube channel, we don't want to mess with it. So anyway,
So yeah, chat, just chill a bit. That's all. Just chill.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so.
But yeah, the Dino Fury looks pretty cool, Gunner.
I am not sure I like the idea about them getting away from using the tokusatsu footage. I mean,
Well, I mean,
I think Hasbro's basically just potentially screwed over the Power Rangers with that.
Well, I mean, they stopped with Cosmic Fury. They just used different
and
suits.
Cosmic Fury was not good.
Meh,
Yeah,
it was
the last thing I remember hearing was that Cosmic Fury was going to be the first one where it was completely original.
Yeah.
The suits, I've seen the images of the suits. I'm not thrilled with it. I'm not happy with it.
Yeah,
No, I think Cosmic Fury was the last one to use the footage.
Well, no.
No, they got
Hasbro literally decided they were going to get rid of all the Japanese footage and they were going to make their own stuff completely in-house.
Yeah.
That's why they've got like those weirdly generic looking suits now for Cosmic Fury.
Yep. And that was inspired by Q Ranger. Or however you say it.
Wait, Q Ranger?
Yeah, Q Ranger. The zodiac signs. Or the zodiac
neat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the original material, they were gonna have like 12 goddamn Rangers if they had used that show.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not using the suits and they're not using the Zords. They're completely creating their own stuff in house.
Well, I mean, were they? Oh, wait, no. The Zords were inspired actually.
No, not inspired. They're literally they're literally making up their own suits and Zords because they apparently don't like having to pay for the rights to the footage from the Tokusatsu stuff.
Oh.
I hate to interrupt, but I think someone wants to chat, so I'm going to bring them in. in a
Well,
second.
bring them in.
Ooh. We have Jayse.
Scourge.
Ah, there you are, Carnum. Glad you could make it.
Yo, what's up,
But
Carnage?
where's the,
Yeah.
seriously, where's the Venage?
This is our Scourge, the Hedgehog guy. So,
That
Scourge, you
joke
finally
is
showed
not
up.
gonna
I could have sworn you
die.
were falling in love
Yeah.
with Fiona and lost track of time, like you green-headed hedgehog.
Pretty much I was out getting some lunch in the case with pretty much Miles, considering I did promise him that pretty much
It happens. Don't sweat it. Don't
Yeah.
sweat it. It happens,
No
man.
worries here, man.
Yeah, we had a bit of a slow start, but it looks like things are picking up, so that's a plus.
Yeah, like
Picking up. I didn't realize anybody dropped any cards.
We are not playing 52 pickup, you dummy.
Wait,
see where you were going
I'm
at.
not being used for crash tests.
I see where you were going at, Warwolf. I swear you're even worse than Sonic.
So, Carnum, how exactly do these work? This is our first time using this panel
like-
thingy.
Well, technically, technically for me, I decided to kind of go with the whole Scourge thing in the case. Like, how I know it works for my server, it usually goes like, if it's like an in-character thing, you have it where like, well, I know for my server in the case, like, I usually change my PFP and name in the case to kind of like, match the character at least. A bit more of a flair in the case, I guess you could say, to it.
Well, it's a cast QnA just because we can do stuff in character if necessary, but for the most part, I mean, it's just a cast thing. So
Just as weirdos, but except for being questioned.
you dare question my insanity?
Our insanity will never be revealed.
Mhm.
What do you have, Splash?
Okay, I cannot do a Scottish for the life of me.
What do you sound Scottish, mate?
I just an Australian, in my opinion.
Yeah, that.
Wait. Who the hell do you think sounds Scottish?
Grounder here in the case, considering he literally pulled up a bit of a Scottish accent.
You know, that reminds me. That is probably the funniest moment in Power Rangers.
What? Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I remember RPM.
Yeah, RPM is like
Oh.
that. Like the villainess runs through all this things. Like, so what are you? And she's facing off the Blue Ranger. He basically bats her out of the screen and goes, "I'm Scottish."
That was one of the reasons why the Blue Ranger from RPM was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't get a chance to see much of RPM because it was on Disney, and I didn't really watch Disney all that much at the time. But, like, dude, even I've seen that scene. The miracles of
also,
YouTube.
So I've been quiet for a hot minute and just sharing this around in the case of this panel.
Oh,
alright.
apparently things says start panel, but didn't we already start?
I didn't know.
I mean, I'm sharing it around and I'm sharing it around in the case because
I didn't know time could be hot or cold.
oh my.
Dang. I just
Hey,
heard
dude,
a
he's the
slump.
one who said it. He's like, dude, I've said this how many times? If you leave me the setup for a fucking joke, I'm going to do it.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that because I heard a stomp.
Yeah, hopefully your people in your server are very chatty, very active. Hop in here, Carnum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pretty much. So for those in the audience, if you kind of want to share this around and help us out, feel free to. It will really help out with the server move.
Also, hello,
I
Blossom.
would hope they feel free because if they feel like they're chained, that'd be disturbing.
Oh my
Wait, I
god.
had Blossom as a friend?
So, yeah, so hello, Blossom in the audience.
Who?
No.
Who's
Oh, and Spaghetti.
Wait.
Oh, and Spaghetti's back.
Wait. So we're being visited by a character from a 1980s sitcom?
Well,
And also,
Blossom is a
thank
longtime
you.
friend of mine back in 2020.
Oh my God, Shadow! Do you understand the concept of jokes?
So if
That
anything,
just
Spaghetti is
being
actually
funny.
my backup tales for my channel.
Oh, cool. So yeah, Blossom, Nine, Spaghetti, Godzilla. If you guys have any questions, let us know. We'll bring you in, and you can ask them, and then you head back out.
Apparently I have Blossom
guys
added as
have-
a friend.
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
and also a
Cool.
little note for the audience. If you want to use if you want to have a ask by text, there's the bubble chat you could always ask him
Oh,
as
look.
well.
Oh, I just saw Sonicify in the audience. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
he doesn't
Oh,
really
what?
stick.
He just left.
Yeah, Sonicify doesn't usually stick around for panels in the case. He does that as well for my server.
at least I saw him, but now he knows. Hey, Sonicify.
I don't
Hey,
even.
he says,
I literally don't even know who that is. So
He's a popular YouTuber. We recently reacted to a Christmas special he did.
I mean, isn't he
Oh,
technically
was
one
that
of the VAs for the
the one?
server?
Was that the one we did for Silver's first Christmas or whatever the fuck it was?
no, that was something different.
So what was
It
what was the one we reacted to that he was part of?
It was one we reacted to on Christmas Eve. It was the Secret Santa.
Oh,
Yeah, the other one you weren't there for, because I remember I told people can only do one specific one, and the others can do. Yeah.
right.
But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, it was just me, Conham, and a few other people. I think it was.
Seriously, when are we getting the vintage?
What?
I swear to God.
What's the advantage?
Oh,
Think
so
about it. Well, no, dude. All right. So think about it. You originally came up with the name Carnum as a combination of Carnage and Venom, right?
Oh,
I literally
Yeah.
just reversed it so it's Venom and Carnage. You start with
No,
Car
good
and
job.
with Nom, so that's Carnage and Venom. So I reversed it, go with Venom and Carnage. Hence Venage. Come on, dude, I explained this to you.
I
I literally
I know.
fucking explained this to you.
I see your
And then
wordplay.
with me, I get the joke. With me, I get the joke. In the case, I get the joke. Because then there was him over here that didn't get it fully.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand what Vantage meant. I thought it was some type of serum.
also Blossom.
Wait. Super Soldier?
So
Hey,
apparently
you mentioned-
Blossom asked a question.
Okay, so what was the question?
Who would you choose to throw out a window? Villain characters.
What do you need for that?
Wait. Okay, so Blossom, you're gonna have to clarify that. Are you talking about us as the cast, or are you talking about a specific set of characters? And are you talking about a specific because if you're talking about just the Sonic characters, then that's one whole thing. If you're talking about just the Mario characters, that's another whole thing. If you're just talking about in general, that's a whole third thing. So first off, are you asking us as the cast, or are you asking us as specific characters? And which type of villain set are you talking about?
They just said Eggman, Infinite, Metal Sonic, or others, and they're asking us, the cast.
I mean the
So you're
Sonic.
just-
I think they're meaning the Sonic characters.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh.
it just says the cast, so I think it's just us, not the actual roles. But somebody I'd want to throw out a window.
I mean, there's a lot of people we could throw out the window. It's a lot of villains.
Yeah, well, it depends. How high is the window?
How wide is it?
Well, no matter how wide it is, Eggman's gonna have a hard time falling anyway.
Yeah.
that motherfucker's gonna get stuck.
Given a hole in me is a Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, no
He's
shit,
stuck
man.
in the window. He's just gonna get stuck in the window. Oh, seventh story. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get stuck. He's definitely gonna get stuck.
Chill, man.
I mean, it's a good question on my part, but if I had to say my honest opinion, I'd honestly had to go for either Nephilis or Nega.
Hmm.
So you would pretty much throw Nega out the window.
Well, let me tell you something, you bloody daft fool. I am much thinner than Eggman, and I make a point to keep a rocket pack on my body at all times.
Man, the director needs to get you in more videos, Nega, I swear.
Yes, well, at this point, I've
Yeah.
kind of gotten to the point where my agent is running in mortal terror. You're going to have to make sure you can find his new burner phone. Yeah, we're talking launching somebody out a 7-story window. I mean, that's a good 60 to 100 feet, depending on the type of building. Who would I want to pitch out a window? And if it looks like if we're just talking Sonic villains, I'm gonna fucking say it. Dr. Starline from IDW. He's a complete asshole.
He can be, yeah.
Honestly,
Definitely.
agreed.
I mean, after what he did to Surge and Kit, I mean, like, dude, I feel so fucking sorry for those two.
Yeah, Surge and Kit, when they first joined the cast, they were kind of a little upset about that. So the director had to sue them over with some pizza and cake and stuff to calm them down.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked, actually. Yeah.
All truth be told, I honestly think Kit came out of it more psychologically stable than Surge. And that's saying something.
Yeah, we and the Kit on our channel is very easygoing.
I'm talking even in the IDW comics. Because remember, I've got volumes 13, 14, and Imposter Syndrome, which like details their entire story. And yeah, like Starline royally screwed them over. And I legitimately think Tsunami is probably the one that came out of it the most psychologically stable out of the two.
I can honestly agree.
Have you read the IDW stuff?
I have a couple of times actually in the case. I have a couple of times.
How much? Because like I've only got 5 books and they're like kind of random. I got like volumes 13, 14, 15. I originally got Imposter Syndrome because I thought that was a self-contained story. Then I find out that you needed to get volumes 13 and 14 to find out how their story ended. So I grabbed those. I picked up volume 15 just because I kind of like Whisper. Like she's a unique design.
Mm-hmm.
And then I recently got the Tangle and Whisper miniseries graphic.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was nice when the channel first started. It was just all Sonic characters, and then we finally incorporated the Nintendo characters, which I thought was pretty nice.
Who the fuck? Nobody here's playing Manic.
Apparently.
And then pretty much I was trying to use a Tupperbot thing, but I didn't know the things didn't work in the case.
Yeah, I don't have the permission set up in that channel yet. Like I said, I just made that channel today.
So dude, you could have just asked. You could have just asked that. What's our favorite type of music?
Mine has to be
like
either
I was
rock
just
and
trying to do a
roll
funny-
or R&B, maybe a little smooth
To be
jazz.
honest, like I'm mostly 80s rock and like there's a couple of things I like. I like 80s rock. For God's sake, I mean, God gave rock and roll to you too from like fucking Kiss.
Love that song, man.
Like goddamn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love most wrestling entrance themes because a lot of them are completely original, and the ones that aren't are still pretty badass. I used to have a bunch of movie soundtracks back in the day, so like I kind of have an eclectic collection of songs. But the one thing I will say that I absolutely love is the goddamn Japanese rock, J-rock as they call it. Like holy shit!
Oh, I agree.
And considering most of it is in a lot of anime, like that means I'm kind of getting exposed to it even when I'm not really intending to. My favorite J-rock song is completely instrumental. It's from Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge, the soundtrack for it at the very least. It's called Escape from the Labyrinth. It's done by a band called Ko Otani. And honest to God, it almost became my fucking theme music if I would have actually become a professional wrestler.
Ooh.
Because I actually had been training to be a pro wrestler. The wrestling school kind of up and vanished. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. But I was also working as a referee for them as well. So there's that. So I did get a little bit of a chance to be on the other side of the ropes, as it were, both in the school and in a couple of shows. But ultimately, if I would have become a wrestler, that would have ended up being my theme song. Because, I mean, on the indies, it's like you would have been so small, it's not like they would come after you for the music. And, I mean, even if they would have, it's like, I don't think anybody in Japan would have given enough of a damn at that point, because the show had been out for about 15, 20 years at that stage. And I don't think anybody gave a damn at that point. But I think I still have the CD that has that fucking soundtrack. And again, it's you can find it on YouTube or Spotify. Maybe I don't know. I've never actually been to Spotify.
I only use Spotify mostly for holiday music, like
and I won't.
December.
I know that supposedly I have access to Amazon Music as part of Amazon Prime, but I've never fucked with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can find it. It's called Escape from the Labyrinth. It's from the soundtrack to Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge, which was like, it was like a 8 to 12 episode OVA released in like the mid-90s.
It's pretty good.
And then as
Yeah, the only thing I know for sure about it is that David Kaye is in it playing the voice of Pyron in the dub.
See?
so apparently
Impressive.
Blossom got a plushie of me, so she has a shadow plushie now.
Neat.
Impressive.
That's nice.
Yep. And also,
And I officially have 2 plushies of Luna from Hell of a Boss.
yeah, I know. I'm still waiting to get mine for my
And, like,
birthday.
I've pretty much got like I've actually recently got a plushie of, if I remember right, Togepi.
Ah, Pokemon.
Wait. So Shadow, are you talking about? Did they pre-order? Did you get the big one or did you get the small one? Because the small one's still available to order. The big one, I don't know if that was a one-time thing.
Well, the current one I have
The one
right
from Shark
now,
Robot, I mean.
yeah, the one I currently have is the first one they made. The second one you can still get. It's still on Shark Robot. The one that was pre-order. That one's still back on the
Not that
shop.
I've seen. I've seen the small one.
You might have to update your thing. It's still there. People can still buy it. It's like $50.
I'll have to double check that. I was just on there the other day. I did not see the big one. I saw the small one that's kind of similar to like the little mini plushies they were doing of Blitz, Stolas, Moxie, and Millie. That one's still there.
And then they just recently released the new plushie for Stolas.
No, that's not just Stolas. There's one for Blitz as well. There's like the ones based on them when they were kids from season 2, episode 1. But I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking like the ones that are like probably closer in size to the original Luna plush, because the one I have is probably about twice that height. That big one that they were doing that was again like close to $50.
It was one that she has actual claws on her. Yeah,
I don't know about that, but the fucking collar is nothing to fuck with. Because that's got some sharp points on it. I haven't taken it out of the plastic, honestly.
Collector. Also,
Dang.
Yeah, like-
Blossom asked everybody, "What's your favorite female Sonic character?"
Wait.
that's a good
So here's a question: are we talking just from the games, or are we also talking from the comics and cartoons?
Let me see.
Or you
It
mean the
says
entire
Shows
Sonic
and
franchise?
comics count. So she's talking about the shows and comics.
Okay, so then in that case, I'd say I probably have 3 favorites. I mean, Sally's a given.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lupe and Whisper.
Oh, Lupe.
Mm.
That's really cool. I didn't know you were a fan of Lupe.
Well, yeah, because Lupe was actually introduced in the 2nd season of Sat-Am. They eventually brought her into the comics. I thought she was a really interesting character.
Yeah. Why didn't the director have been trying to get you and Lupe in videos together?
We've had at least one video together. I know that. I know we've done at least that. So
Yeah, but don't worry. We'll hopefully the director will get more of those characters involved.
But yeah, I mean, like Sally would be a given. I mean, like literally, like if you had to, if you asked me, you know, who I thought should best end up with Sonic, I would definitely go with Sally because they were canonical couple in Sat-Am and in the Archie series, whereas in IDW he doesn't really have a relationship. And we haven't really had him like canonically hook up with anyone else. And I like to this day, I'm a little disturbed by the idea of them putting him together with Amy because there is such a huge age gap. I mean, they've aged her. They basically go, well, she was always around his age for like Sonic Adventure on up. Like, I'm sorry, I can't get over the idea of basically like I think she was like 10 or 11 years old or whatever the hell it was.
Actually, she's 12. Just like a 3-year age gap from my memory.
I originally heard like between like 8 and 10, and she was originally around like Tails' age in the Archie comics, and Tails was supposed to be about 6 years younger than Sonic. That was actually a plot point for Tails in the Archie comics, was that he had been involved in quite a bit of adventures with Sonic. He was a fully capable individual, but they kept treating him like a kid despite the fact that he had a genius level intellect for his age.
I see.
So yeah, I mean he was supposed to be the exact same age as Amy in at the very least Archie comics, and they generally indicated he was around between 10 to 11. Now I originally thought she was 12 as well because that was what I kept hearing at one point, but no, apparently like it's kind of a range. She was between 8 and 12 either way, but Because like they do this thing in the Archie comics where they explain her going to her Sonic Adventure character model by utilizing magic to age herself up. And I'm sorry, that's a little skeevy to me because it reeks of this one thing that they did with Green Lantern at one point, where a younger Lantern had a romantic interest in Hal Jordan, and she used her ring to physically age herself so this way she could pursue him romantically. And the disturbing thing is Hal Jordan went along with it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, I mean that was a thing. I mean that to this day it kind of creeps me out. So it's like I'm sorry. It's like I know that there are people out there who are fine with Sonic and Amy, but just based on the original age difference, like I cannot get behind it.
yeah.
I mean, let me put it this way: I would sooner see Sonic end up with Surge than I would rather see him end up with Amy, just based on that.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot. There was actually a comic.
But still,
There's
for
actually a
me,
comic where Surge and Sonic actually kissed.
Well, that's a fan comic, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And don't worry, the director's not gonna do anything crazy like that.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, honestly, it's like for our cast, I do believe we basically established Sonic and Sally as the official couple for Sonic. I do believe.
Yep. So that means all the Sonic fans, they can just I don't know do whatever they want.
I will admit that to this day, my favorite moment on the show is still that plushie moment. And I've got to give our primary voice actress for Amy, one Ruby Rose, no relation to the actress from Batwoman or the character from Ruby,
Yeah.
but she literally because again, here's the thing: a lot of people may not know: we don't have any scripts for
None
anything we do.
whatsoever.
For anything, this is entirely off the cuff. We're just making this up as we go.
Improv.
So yeah, it's total improv. And literally, I remember like we did this thing where Sonic mentioned in character that Amy had given him like a plushie of herself for Christmas. And he mentioned that like he's not a complete jerk. He's not going to throw it out. So he's got it still in his house, but he's also got one of Sally. And then she made this comment like, "Which one do you sleep with?" And Sonic just freaks right the hell out. and that was completely not just improv. That was completely an honest reaction on my end too, because I was not expecting that. That was a brilliant move. That was absolutely brilliant on her part. I know it wasn't what she was going with, but holy shit. I just had to run with that because like, holy crap. Not only would that have been the way Sonic would have reacted, I think, but like at first it's like I actually took a split second to realize what she was asking, and I was like, screw it, I'm running with this. Like, pure comedy gold.
So you pretty much
comedy gold, and it came out of nowhere.
So you were pretty much running away with your speed with it, since you run a lot.
Well, no. This was like I'm talking like as the actor. I literally like half it. Like I said, it took me a split second to realize what she was asking as I was in the middle of having Sonic react to it. Because holy shit! Like again, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. It was completely off the cuff, and I love that moment. It's like I don't even remember what video that was anymore, but good God, it is still my favorite moment.
That was one of
everything we've done. It was one of our video game reactions. I know that.
Sonic vs. Adventure reacting series. Yeah, that's what. That
yeah, I just don't because like we did a couple of those, and I think that was for Rush Adventure 2 actually.
Rush
because
Adventure. Yeah.
Are you sure it was one of the water worlds? I know that, but either way,
it was kind of funny.
whether it was Adventure 1 or Adventure 2 for the Rush series, I don't know. All I know is we did several different reactions to those because like it was a long game. I mean, for a DS game, but you get the idea.
Yeah, and and hopefully in February that series will resume. It's just we're kind of taking a short break from it.
I thought we finished. Didn't we finish Rush Adventure?
Finished it though.
No.
Yeah, I thought we had.
The live streams we did, but the in-character reacting strip we did not. That's still.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, dude, like I don't like reacting to stuff. I don't like reacting to us reacting to something. That's weird. That's like stupid. That's stupidly meta. That's too weird.
Still, each their own, yes, but
But you gotta admit
this is
that
actually a tough one in my opinion. My answer, but
Oh yeah, so for the female characters, does anime count or no?
well,
But
they
he's
were
on,
asking
like
for Sonic
if you're talking about anime, that's like Sonic X technically fits under that. But like, I swear to God, if you mention Sarah from the OVA, I will fucking find you.
Sarah,
Like, I'm sorry, dude. That is just disturbing on so many goddamn levels.
I wasn't gonna say Sarah.
Yeah, honestly, I can agree. I can honestly agree in the case. So.
Because I honestly don't know what's weirder. The fucking 16-year-old cat girl who looks like a human who's not even necessarily supposed to be a cat and is just wearing the fucking cat ears, I can never tell. Or the fact that they literally did a scene where Metal Sonic is looking up her fucking dress.
Oh, you're talking about the OVA. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
now.
literally
Oh
just
my
said
gosh.
that. I
Sorry.
literally just said that.
So
Good
am I.
God, man.
That
I
was so
literally just
weird.
mentioned the OVA. Like, dude, I
What do you
literally said, if you mention Sarah from the OVA, I'm going to find you.
But what do you expect? It was 1993 or 1992.
1992
I mean, it was-
in the US. It was originally released in like 91 in Japan, and then the dub took like a year to get out over here.
Wait, then why was
I mean-
Knuckles there?
Because Knuckles was already in the planning stages at that point.
Oh.
They were planning Sonic 3 at the time that the OVA came out.
Oh, all right.
Interesting note, Sonic 3 is only half of a game.
Yeah, the other half is Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, because originally
Yeah.
it was going to be one giant ass game, but they needed something to rush out for the holiday season for like, I think it's like late 92, early 93, whatever. I think it's 93 because that's the copyright date. I remember seeing on the game. So yeah, they basically, and here's the thing, they even flat out said that Knuckles was in the planning stages. That's why Sonic 2 is backwards compatible with Sonic and Knuckles, and that's why you can put him in the game. They had planned him that early.
Damn.
They just hadn't implemented him until 1993.
We gotta admit, that game has a very good OST soundtrack.
Well, Michael
Yeah.
Jackson was involved. What do you expect?
Especially the final zone in that game, the Death Egg battle.
You know, I'll be honest. I think my favorite song, I have like there are two songs that I really love from that game overall. One is the Battle Fortress, the Flying Battery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Dorkly's mentioned that one. Like, if you've seen that one, where like the whole thing where like Sonic just sits around just dancing to the beat of the Flying Fortress Zone 1 thing. It's like, good God, it's like they're not wrong. And that magic is gorgeous. That music is gorgeous. It is practically magic in and of itself. The other thing for me is the Ice Cap Zone in Sonic.
Oh yes,
3.
that one was good.
Oh yes.
Oh my!
Yeah, that one was a
God,
beast,
that is probably my favorite fucking soundtrack in Sonic 3. That is probably my favorite track in Sonic 3. And the Flying Fortress is the other one.
What do you
That's
think?
like
Why do you?
Or Flying Battery, rather.
I mean, if you
that
guys,
one was good.
I mean, if you guys watch the credits, I usually use that ending battle theme from Sonic 3 Knuckles for my credits. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
song.
which. Anyways, though, still for my answer, I guess.
Also, hello there,
In a
Rabbit
way-
Squad. Welcome to the YouTube chat.
Oh, Ravis Squad from what I'm seeing on my end.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Raven Squad. Yeah, they're very, very nice. People.
Nice.
Yep. So the YouTube
Yeah.
chat is getting some attention, but hopefully,
I told you these things get some attention, whether it's during or after the fact, man.
Yeah,
Did you think I was
anyways.
joking?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Uh-huh. I am so utterly fulfilled by your lack of confidence in me. You know that, right?
Also,
Yeah, but
apparently, the director does want us to react to the Woody and Daffy Duck movies. Apparently,
The what?
so apparently,
I
Woody and
did
Daffy
this.
Duck are trying to make money for their third movie.
Oh.
So apparently, the director did a survey in the community poll, and apparently they want us to react to their second movie.
Yeah,
Seven
I'll be
parts.
honest, like honestly, dude, those constant like question of the day pings are kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah,
They can a little
yeah,
bit.
but still.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
but
that's
anyways.
just really just dull, and I don't think anybody even responds to them anyway.
Well, sometimes they do. It just depends on what.
Yeah, but it's like I'm sorry, it's like I've kind of gotten to my wits' end with those. Anyway,
Wait. You had wit to begin with.
well, I mean, yes, I mean, like I clearly have the most wit out of this cast because I'm the one who keeps making jokes.
I mean,
Yeah, but still, I guess though to answer the earlier question, for me it has to be either like Fiona, Styx, or
of course,
Tangle,
Fiona. You
actually.
voiced Scourge, and Fiona is his main squeeze. Of course, you'd say Fiona.
yeah, but
Which is
but,
ironic. Like, talk about a downgrade. She goes from the hero of Mobius to the guy who's gotten his ass kicked by Sonic like 18 different times.
Yeah, but like my other two has to be either Tangle or in Styx in the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think I remember you mentioning Styx, and who was the other one?
Tangle.
Right. Tangle, I found it very interesting to learn that at the very least in IDW, they depict her as a claustrophobic.
I know. I'm
Oh,
still.
wow, I didn't know that.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind being her being claustrophobic.
I'll be honest, that's kind of an interesting, setup for her, and I can sort of understand why. I mean, look at that tail. Like, she's probably much, much more comfortable in the wide open spaces. Like, she doesn't have a problem, like, with certain structures, but, like, literally in the Tangle and Whisper miniseries, she gets thrown into a safe and nearly has a panic attack.
Man.
Yeah,
Also,
it gets crazier. It gets crazier. Later on in that same miniseries, Whisper lets her use her mask, which allows like replay of video footage that has been taken by the masks, and even that causes her issues.
Also,
so yeah, she's severely claustrophobic.
Also, we got a question from Rap Squad.
Yeah, what's that?
Question for the cast: what is your favorite game from the Sonic franchise?
Sonic Frontiers,
Ooh.
easy answer for me.
Of course you'd pick Frontiers.
I'll be honest, like I haven't played as many of them as I probably should have by this point. I've played again, like you got to remember, I lived on a mountain for a good chunk of my life, so I didn't get to go out to video stores all that often. But
fair enough.
When you get right down to it, I've played the first 4 games, which is Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. I played a little bit of Adventure, and I played a little bit of Adventure 2, but I haven't played anything past that. I can't even get my hands on Generations. I think my computer is just barely capable of handling that, despite the fact that it's around almost 10 years old. But my favorite overall, I mean, at this point, I'm going to be honest, I think my favorite is probably Sonic 3 and Knuckles when they're a combined cart. Actually, the funny thing is on Steam, that is a combined game. You don't get just Sonic 3, you get the whole game.
Yep.
I actually played it and I beat it. I ended up returning it because ultimately it's like I don't have the reaction time that I used to anymore. And like it kept being a pain in the ass having to constantly rewind the game, which yes, you can do with that. I find that hilarious. I mean, that was, believe it or not, how I was able to end up getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds on the first try every time, because I would just rewind that shit, man.
I think the Cowabunga.
It's a cheat, but holy shit, I earned it.
I mean, even the Cowabunga collection has that rewind feature in those games.
I actually think I might be able to get the Cowabunga collection because I think it's not that graphically demanding. I might be able to. I still I keep planning to get that. I at one point had the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, but again,
I still have that. I need to play it. I still have it.
Yeah, I ended up returning it because I couldn't stand the fucking I guess like after you've gotten used to like the 3D Castlevania Lords of Shadow game, and then like the fact that it's not like stupidly difficult just out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like the one thing that probably would have been worth keeping it for, maybe, would have been that weird guide that comes with it for like the history of Castlevania, the encyclopedia, whatever the hell it is. I wish they would make a physical version of that. I really do, because like the book itself, I'd love to have that on my bookshelf.
But my
Sounds
favorite
good.
Sonic game, well, no, one of them would be Sonic Spinball. That's pinball. It's pretty good.
Really? Wow. Okay. No, it's still
Yeah.
a Sonic game. It's still, and I have played it, but I'll be honest, it's like if I'm gonna play pinball, like I just want to play a regular pinball machine. I'm sorry. It's just plus it still pisses me off. That's literally the only game the Freedom Fighters were ever in.
Yep, Sally,
That pisses me
Rotor,
off.
and Bunny and Tails. Yep, the whole
Yeah.
Freedom
Well,
Fighters.
Tails has been there since
Ooh,
Sonic
what
2.
about Antoine? What about Antoine? Though?
No, Antoine's in there.
Yep.
It's everybody from Sat-Am who wasn't already in the show, who wasn't already in the games, i.e. at that point, Sonic, Tails, I think Knuckles and Amy Rose at that point. All the Freedom Fighters are in there, but like they pop up at random points, and they're just like little cameo guest shots who pop up at different parts of the game. It's like the idea is basically Sonic's just in these, for all intents and purposes, pinball machines. It's a screwed up thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's not horrible. Like I said, I've played it. It's not a bad idea. And they actually adapted it in Sat-Am, weirdly enough. By name, no less. They even flat out called that episode Sonic Spinball, and it was straight up a goddamn pinball game. But, yeah, I mean, like, I really wish they would have brought Sally in and made her a canonical part of Sonic's universe. Because, again, like, and I put this entirely down to the writers, but those two really were a great fit together.
They were. Yeah.
Yeah,
a hedgehog and a chipmunk. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, remember, Sally herself is a hybrid.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, her mother's a chipmunk, her father's a squirrel.
Interesting.
Why do you think he has that long-ass tail?
Oh, yeah. Squirrels have long tails.
I mean,
yeah.
And I mean, doesn't Elias also have that as well? In the case?
Yeah. Yeah, he takes after their father, she takes after their mother in terms of the tail. But yeah, they're both hybrids.
But yeah, my all-time favorite Sonic game would have to be probably Sonic Unleashed, maybe.
I still need to play that. I still need to play that one.
Then what's keeping you?
Yeah, no,
Lack of interest to go out and buy another system? I'm pretty sure that's a PS3 game. It's like I don't even have
PS3,
PS3,
Xbox
360,
360,
and then the
Wii.
Wii version is kind of different.
Yeah, none of which are systems I happen to have. So I'm not going to.
What systems do you have?
In terms of stuff I actually have as far as game systems, at one point when I was younger, I had everything that had been released up until the Sega Saturn. In terms of like the Nintendo and because I originally had the Atari 2600, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the Sega Genesis, the Sony PlayStation, PlayStation 2, the Sega Saturn, the Game Boy, and the Game Boy Color. In more recent years, I eventually got my hands on the Nintendo 64 as well, and then the GameCube.
Oh, the GameCube is always nice.
Yeah, so I got the GameCube before I got the PS2, but I did eventually get them both. But I never had the Xbox, the 360, the One, or anything from Xbox. In fact, the last GameCube, the last game system I got after the GameCube for a while was the original DS because I got one secondhand. And then a friend of mine gave me a Wii, but I can't stand the fucking Wiimote. I'm sorry. I just can't.
But it's fun.
No, it's not. It's really not, especially not when you're in like a very cramped apartment.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for Wii Sports. Say you want to play tennis or something, that'd be fun.
Why? I'm like, dude, I played tennis in real life. I didn't like it. Why the fuck would I want to play a video game version of it?
Man, it's Wii Sports.
Well, I mean, honestly, my favorite Sonic game has to be Sonic 4 Episode 1.
I've heard good things about that. The one thing I do remember hearing about Sonic 4 is that there was supposed to be an episode where you got to play as Metal Sonic. Am I thinking? Was that the one I'm thinking of, or is that a different?
Well, it's actually a thing for the.
Yeah, they called it episode Metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I played that once or twice. I think
Did they ever release episode 2?
They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They did.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
You're
they
probably talking
also
about
had
episode
that
3.
name, and also I think they had that name also for like the Sonic Forces Overclock mod in the case. for instead they replaced episode Shadow with episode Metal in the case, I think.
But
I
at
have
least-
no idea.
I mean, at least we can. Oh, by the way, apparently today's the 20th anniversary of the Super Smash Bros. Franchise.
Yes.
Oh dang.
Yep.
I can think of worse things to be celebrating. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I've played the first Smash Brothers. I think it was Melee on the 64.
No, Melee is the
oh
second
no,
one.
Melee
First one was-
Melee was
Melee's like a
GameCube.
GameCube.
GameCube. I was
Melee is
talking
GameCube. Yeah.
about the
No,
first one on 64.
Yeah, the first
first
one
one's
is.
Yeah, the first
64.
one's 64.
Yeah, the first one is
Welcome
called
back,
Super
Nine.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. That game.
I remember seeing the first goddamn commercial for that, and I remember going, "What the fuck?" And then I just started laughing
And
because literally
there's
the first
Cal in the chat.
because literally like,
started
the first thing
Alex?
that
Where?
you do is you see Yoshi in the commercial. The first thing you do is you see Yoshi basically just kick Pikachu's feet out from under him and start beating the crap out of him. It's like, holy
Whoa.
shit!
Also-
Somebody finally gave that electric rat what he had coming.
Also, Khaled, we're not nerds. I see you in the YouTube chat. It was
Yeah,
funny.
and also, and Khaled, we're not Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Nope. That'd be funny.
Wait, no,
No,
that's-
we are
Ed
not
and
Ed, Ed, and
Eddie,
Eddie. And
crazy.
frankly, I hated that
Wait, no,
show.
that was the.
I
Go,
hated
that
we're
that show.
not nerds.
Yeah.
And also-
we're not even
Wait,
the
hang on,
candy. We're not the nerd
Yeah, I
candy.
I just saw
either.
that there was a question from the Raven Squad in the case after.
Oh
that
yeah, go
one.
ahead. What was the question?
Says question for all of us, especially Scourge, my Yugi bro. If you had to say of a Yu-Gi-Oh card, you would be, what would it be in the case? Huh?
If I had to what?
If you had to be a Yu-Gi-Oh card from the Yu-Gi-Oh series, what would you be?
I guess I would be
Oh.
probably the Magician of Black Chaos.
That's an interesting choice.
How dare you, Cal?
Yes,
I
pretty
would
interesting choice.
you.
Honestly, just for the sheer design aesthetics, I think I would want to go with either Timaeus or the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh,
choice.
that's a good one.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I actually had. I think I've recently actually got 2 of the 3 Egyptian god cards, Obelisk and
I
Cypher.
have all 3. I have all 3 first edition.
Yeah, I've recently got Slifer and Obelisk due to literally there being a box of them literally in the store where I'm at.
Yeah, the funny thing is, my copy of Obelisk, you're never going to believe this. It's the only one that I would instantly be able to pick out anytime, simply because for some reason the back of it is discolored. It's blue, just like he is on the front.
Wow.
Yes, and I somehow am able to draw the 2 Egyptian god cards every time I play the game. I'm
The
not
funny
even
thing
kidding,
is,
I
my
think-
version of the cards, because it's first edition, they don't have any actual effects. They're based entirely on you can make up whatever effects you want in that. That's why the first edition and later were rendered tournament illegal, because most people were just going off of the effects given in the anime, despite the fact that there's no actual effects given on the cards.
But still, for me in the case, it's a good one. It either has to be, and I know this is gonna be a bit of a thing, but
I
One of
will
the
say this
options-
though, before I forget. A third that I would have gone with would have been the Dark Magician, just because I
I
love
would've gone
love
with,
his.
Oh yeah, I like the Magician. He's very cool.
I would have gone with a Dark Magician
Mm-hmm.
or Blackluster Soldier.
Oh, that's a good
Mhm.
one. I actually own that card and the Ritual card. I actually have
Same.
those.
same actually, man.
I actually have the Lord of Dragons and the Flute of Summoning Dragons because they came with Kaiba's deck. Because originally that was actually how I got started with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at I think it was the county fair at one point.
Ooh.
Somebody was selling a starter set that had Yugi's deck, Kaiba's deck, an instruction booklet, and a DVD.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it's the one,
Whoa.
and the DVD has the guy who played the voice actor for Joey playing Joey,
Oh my.
walking you through
Oh,
the duels.
Dang. I wish I had that. You
Same.
lucky
I wish
son
I
of a
had that when
gun.
I wish I had that when I first started out because I literally had to
Yeah.
learn from
I swear, if
my
any of you
brother.
guys have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, we definitely need to try to play it sometime. I swear.
I have Duel Links. I have.
I
Duel
do
Links.
not.
Stop playing
I
Duel
do
Links.
not. I know. At
It is
one point,
actually fun.
was
It is
that
actually
was
pretty
that
fun.
was that one
believe it
random? Was that one random like game that you could get as like a CD? You could just pop into your drive and like
No,
randomly.
isn't like no, it's on
No.
Steam and
Mobile.
Ah.
It's on Steam and mobile. It's free to play.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty free. I've actually recently, I literally just today unlocked Solomon Moto finally.
Who?
Dang.
Ooh.
Yugi's
Yugi's
grandfather.
father.
In case.
Oh,
The
Solomon
grandfather.
Muto. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, like
that was
yeah,
really,
like
that was really cool when we saw his
Yeah, I know,
grandfather
like,
in the Yuki
I'm-
series.
pretty much trying to fix up my tune deck perfect in the case where it's just
Yeah.
like all tunes. If I ever
God,
faced
The
you
Toon monsters.
bastard!
The Toon monsters
You
really freaked me out when I
fucking
first saw
bastard!
them.
Like, dude, it's like with Toon World, they basically become unkillable. You bastard!
Here's the thing. They nullified the effect on Duel Links. They can be destroyed. Just that pretty much with Toon World, I attack anyone directly, making it where if I
Don't you
get
still
like
do the
strong cards,
payment?
yeah, I have to give the
Don't you have to
payment
still
of
do like a
1,000
life
life
point
points.
payment? Like to
Yeah,
keep
like I
Toon
have
World
to
on the
give.
field?
Yeah. Pretty much like I'd have to give up 1,000 life points for doing Toon World.
That's
But
why,
here's the thing.
like, honestly, Toon World isn't even worth it just based on the cost. Because, like, dude, even though they start you at something like it's I think it's like what 4,000 life points.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. If I have a specific skill, then I could automatically have it on the field without sacrificing any life points. I just need to find a way to get that skill.
Also, we
Yeah,
have
better you than me.
We have 5 people in the YouTube chat. So YouTube chat, if you have anything to ask us, go right away and ask. Don't be
Yeah,
afraid.
To kind of answer
Oh,
Revis's question for
wait,
me,
Shadow. Why are you telling people to go away? What's wrong with you?
No, I said don't be
I
afraid.
know, dude,
Afraid.
I'm making a joke. Good Lord, man.
Also,
Yeah,
the
but still,
back
answer
on
Revis's
the
question.
Toon cards, like Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Wow, that
I'll be right back.
if
Blue
that,
Eyes Toon Dragon.
yeah, that was
Oh God, yeah. Like I'm just glad we never got a Toon version of the Dark Magician. I think I probably would have freaked
Actually,
out.
there is.
Oh,
There
there
actually
is. There actually
no,
is.
I mean in the anime.
There is.
all right.
Oh, maybe
Mm,
that
I've
was
seen
right.
I've seen Toon Blue Eyes because it's actually been used. I think Pegasus used it
He
in the
did.
anime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he did in the
Sure,
first
he-
season and like I think the 4th season as well. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Did.
at least we can all agree that Dark Magician Girl looks pretty cute.
Oh, Dark Magician Girl is pretty hot, but she's also
Yeah,
the
honestly,
only
I can
one.
agree.
She's the only one who's never been all that. I don't think she's been edited at all by 4Kids.
Yeah.
No.
Because I tell
Yeah,
you
she
right
has not.
now. First off, the Harpy Lady and the Mystical Elf were heavily edited.
Oh, they were.
Well, as like as well as ones like Celtic Guardian and Gaia the Fierce Knight from my memories.
Celtic Guardian.
No,
Yeah,
The Celtic Guardian wasn't edited.
No,
Like they had
No,
literally
he-
changed it though in the case like with the whole like thing from my memory.
no.
Well,
Celtic Guardian had no edits made to him. He's just a swordsman. The
And
reason why
elf
they edited
swordsman.
Harpy Lady, the reason why they edited the Harpy Lady and the Mystical Elf
Cleavage.
was yes.
Cleavage.
They
yeah.
because again in Japan they trust kids to understand the concept of sex and sexuality at a young age, something that we don't really teach our kids to do.
No, we don't. Not in the
I mean,
No, we did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, but still, I mean, the Harpy Ladies were
But
really
still.
cool because those were my favorite cards. to
My
use.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
That was like her ace. Yeah.
Yeah,
And, like,
and also Mai herself was altered because again, she's very much like she literally has like a plunging neckline
She does.
in the
yes.
original Japanese
Yeah.
anime, but they edited the fuck out of it for the English dub.
yeah,
Because again, that was
for-
4Kids for you, so
And it's like they did my dirty with that.
and like
I heard
pretty much,
30.
I guess to answer my question, the question Ravis left for me had to be either Dark Magician, the Flame Swordsman, or actually Elemental Hero, Flame Wingman. In all honesty,
that's not too
Oh.
bad. Burstinatrix was another one that got that same treatment too. Which again,
Oh yeah.
she's got a very sexy design in the original. So yeah.
I mean she has a pretty sexy design already, also in the English dub
Yeah,
too.
With the edit, but again, they cover her up a lot more with like a lot of edits in that. So yeah, it's the whole thing. They do the same thing to Akiza in 5D.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Yes, I've noticed.
Funny
that.
enough, I recently unlocked her in the case.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. But it's-
Duel Links, is that the one where you get to pick a character and a skill?
Yep, you get to use their deck.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I
pretty
have
much-
played it. I have played it. They were doing a demo for it like 2 or 3 years ago at New York Comic Con. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, like
It
I
is
pretty
really
much downloaded
good.
it. It's very fun, actually. Like,
Yeah,
you get to
we
play
could-
against online people too. In the case, like, there's like duel rooms where you have it where you can duel against online people as well. Like, if you
Yeah,
have, like,
yeah. And
Ye-
then it's like,
yeah,
I'm trying to remember. Just do the 5Ds characters get the speed counters or no?
yeah,
They
I
do,
think
It's
yeah.
so.
only in
I
like a
think-
certain event, but yeah, they do.
Yeah, like it depends on like the events, because like right now there's one for the Rush Duel Mimi and Me thing in the case, but like
Oh, they add rush tools now.
Oh God!
Rush
they
I,
added-
duels,
and
really?
then yes,
I
yes they do.
remember-
However, I stay away from those in the case. I prefer the
Those are
original
just
dueling style.
stupid.
They are
I played a
stupid.
Rush Duel. I actually played a Rush Duel live at Comic Con again, like last year. No, not last year. Year before, because I didn't go last year. I couldn't get in.
Yeah, you told us. Yeah, it
but-
was sad.
But yeah, the Rush was. Oh my God, that was confusing as fuck. On the plus
Yeah, because
side,
like pretty much.
on the plus side, I did win a water bottle in like a random draw. Well, actually, no, I won like a plushie, but I didn't want it, so I traded it in for like the water bottle, which was kind of weird because they told me like, oh, this thing's worth like $600. Like, yeah, I've got no place to put it, and I have no need for it.
Yeah, and like, not gonna lie, I do like the Karibo plushes that I've been finding online lately.
Oh no,
They're
it wasn't. It
cute.
wasn't a Karibo plush. It was some kind of like, it was on 4 legs. I'm not sure if it was a rabbit or a fox or something, but it was supposed to be like $600 was its total value for some reason because apparently like really fucking rare or
I
something.
mean, we can all agree Karibos are good companions to have. They're very friendly. I mean, you saw how friendly it was with Yuki.
Yeah,
You
Karibos
guys
are
remember
okay.
the Big
but
Five arc in Yu-Gi-Oh?
that's completely anime original, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but it's like in the Japanese version of that arc, Karibo actually speaks. And
Oh,
that's
does he
actual
really?
words.
Holy crap!
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it actually
But for
does.
some
I've seen
reason,
it.
in the English dub, they make him speak gibberish
Oh my!
Mm.
when he's trying
Dang.
to tell you, like, "Hey, do this, do this."
I am missing out on a lot of Japanese
I'm
stuff.
gonna,
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm gonna have to look that up because it's on Crunchyroll.
Oh my god, if it is, we are so gonna watch on anime.
There's also
night.
a
That's
scene
spoiled.
cut.
Dude, wait, Shadow. They have the entire fucking series of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for it's like season 0. That entire fucking thing is on Crunchyroll, dude.
Season 0, you can
Yeah,
find
like
on YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like pretty much. I've literally watched like. I've
I'm
pretty
a
much
little
seen a
disturbed they
good
don't
amount of
have season
GX
0.
on the case. Like I've seen a couple of the good movies and all. Like
Yeah, well, the only thing I haven't found on Crunchy is Bonds Beyond Time, and that's the one I really would love to get my hands
You can
on.
find that on
like
Tubi.
here's the thing. That one, yeah, it's on Tubi in the case. Like it's actually free on Tubi.
Yeah, but I don't
Tubi,
like ads.
I don't mind them that much.
yeah.
They're like sometimes they're short ads long, but Tubi's really nice.
Well, I
to use.
mean, I only get like one ad on Tubi.
Yeah, like I get like a couple of ads from time to time, but like I don't really mind.
Yeah,
I know.
same.
Pretty much, you're better off just watching Tubi on Brave or something. That
Yeah,
way
the only time I'll watch Tubi is if I'm watching it on my TV through my Blu-ray player, because I won't do it on my computer because I'm not like taking the risk that they might have some kind of screwed up ad that have malware in them. That's why I won't fucking let YouTube run ads either.
Did we already
Yeah, like-
answer Rev's question about what character would you be in any of the Yu-Gi-Oh series?
No, that
yet?
was the cards. That was the cards. We haven't answered the character
Oh,
part. We
okay.
just
Well,
asked
for the
that.
character part, I would be Yami Yuki.
You mean
The Pharaoh.
The Pharaoh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's-
I love the Pharaoh. He was my favorite
Yeah,
character.
well, again, his real name is Atem, Atem.
My bad, a 10. Sorry, a 10.
Yeah,
Because-
and
Yeah.
no, I'm kind of right there with you. Like Atem
Yeah.
would be like I would either want to be Atem or Yusei.
You say, yeah.
Those are
that's-
good picks.
Yeah, those are good picks.
I Amelia kind of would also pick Jaden.
Jaden has his
Um,
Jaden has his moments, but I'm not the biggest fan of him.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much like with his catchphrase. I mean, it's like with the way he does it. It's not too
The whole
bad.
get your game on thing. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry.
like-
I just,
Come on, it's time to get your game on.
and I'm
He's actually
sorry.
kind of more bearable in the Japanese version. Like he's less
It might be in the. I've never heard him do it in the Japanese version because I haven't really watched the dub of it yet, but or the subtitle version, I should say. But honestly, like in the English version with 4 kids, like I kind of wanted to pop him in the mouth
Why?
Yeah, like
because that fucking catchphrase was annoying. I'm sorry.
I got used to it after the first 10 times I heard it, but
yeah, like
Dude,
yeah, but like I
dude,
did kind of
dude,
like one.
I hated it the entire series through. I just wanted to punch him every time he said it.
so you would punch the VA that said that 10 times or more.
No, not the VA, the character.
But the VA is the one that said it.
Yeah, but the only reason the VA said it was because he was scripted to say it because the character is supposed to say it. Which means, again, it's the character's fault, so I'd want to punch the character in the mouth.
Oh,
I mean, hey, it could have been worse. It could have been Yuma.
Oh,
Who?
God.
Yuma.
Not Yuma.
Oh, God.
Who's
No,
Yuma?
dude, I don't even want to. Dude, I like.
He's someone
Like,
from Zexel.
after
Oh,
5Ds, I pretty much have hated every single thing they've done.
Oh my god.
Yuma's just annoying. Like he's
Yeah, just like
annoying, and he's not really a
he-
good protagonist.
yeah, like because for
Dude,
me,
even the world is
I see his
fucked
voice
up.
as a bad. For me, I see him as like his voice is a bad version of Ray. In all honesty, because it does sound like Ray. In all honesty,
Oh, I can't be
Wait,
honest.
Ray who?
like Ray the Flying Squirrel.
Ray the Flying
Kind of sounds a
Squirrel.
little
Oh,
like him.
Ward, really?
Yeah,
We
like
have
Wait, he's never
that's
been
all-
voiced in the games, has he?
Ooh,
the Sega Sonic theme. Yeah, he had a small voice in the Sega Sonic
Yeah, but
game.
that's
he-
only.
yeah,
Yeah,
he-
but it's never released over here.
And to be
yeah,
honest,
like pretty much.
we do have a Ray, but we haven't used him yet. That would
I
be,
know we
Yeah,
do, but he's basically doing his own thing.
No,
Yeah,
we found a new Ray
do not
because
compare.
yeah, we
Do
found
not compare to a YouTube channel. I see. It does sound like a lot like their version of Ray.
Mm.
yeah. Remember
Like-
that Hedgehog ninja guy that was calling himself Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, considering
Yeah.
that technically he voices a Sonic for his own thing and all.
Mm.
Yeah, I changed the name to Hedgehog Ninja because it was annoying Warwolf.
Yeah,
oh,
he's like, dude,
was
I'm the one who plays Sonic. We don't need other people trying to be the character I'm playing. That's
So,
nice.
Yeah.
so now he voices Ray the Flying Squirrel.
oh,
Yeah.
Neat.
But
Which
still, like,
I
pretty
will
much,
try. I will try to get him into a video sometime next month.
Yeah, and like, still to answer the question, it has to be either, and like these are my main like 3. I would probably be like either Kaiba because like his blue eyes are like just hell strong. In all honesty,
Yeah, Kaiba's cool. Even though he's a bad guy, but he's cool.
yeah.
Pegasus.
Technically, Kaiba wasn't technically a villain so much as he was an antagonist. There is a difference.
Right.
I had to
Antagonist.
say, yeah, my second one has to be either Pegasus or my second has to be. Well, my second one's it's a bit of a split between Pegasus and Merrick, actually.
Merrick.
So
Really?
you're just like the bad guys, huh?
What's
And then,
wrong
like,
with
hey,
you?
I mean Merrick Ishtar, not the Yami Merrick side in the case.
Uh-huh.
So have fun eating, Sear.
Oh,
yeah,
Eating
and, like,
what?
You have to go eat.
like my last
Oh.
possible choice actually has to be Yugimoto in the case because like
Well, yes,
his deck is cool.
but the character.
The funny thing is, when he grows up, he ends up sounding just like a Tem, which is kind of hilarious.
Yes, yeah, like I noticed that in like GX the first episode. Like once I saw
Yep.
it, just like I was just like, oh, I was like, that's Yugi.
we still
I was
have at least
honestly
another hour
shocked.
left in the live stream, so what we can get for then.
And to be honest, I was just like shocked though on one thing, how literally there was one dude who literally just imitated and was actually doing so well like Yugi. in a
The only
duel against
reason he was is because he threw Jaden off. So
Mm-hmm.
because Jaden wasn't sure like how he's going to handle somebody that was imitating Yugi that well, but
Yeah, like I would literally. I remember after that, like the dude just tried to imitate him, and Jaden was literally giving him pointers, and just I was like, dude.
yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
But
just
all right. So here's a question. On the subject, since we're talking Yugi, if you had to pick one of the girls from Yugi to date, who would it be? For me, it would be Akiza.
I guess for me it'd be Taya Gardner. Maybe, I don't know.
Taya's not a bad choice.
I
And
mean,
no
honestly,
weird. And by the way, Dark Magician Girl is not a valid option. She's technically in another world.
Yeah.
yeah. Besides,
That
like,
was gonna be my other
besides,
choice.
isn't it where dark? Because I have that like I've been seeing like it's more a Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl ship lately.
I have seen that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, like there's multiple versions. Either way, but yeah, again, like we're not talking about any of the cards. We're talking the actual like female humans.
It's not like, but
well, I mean, I guess for me, in honesty, like I'm honestly gonna go with Taya in the case because pretty much.
All right, that's not a bad choice.
I mean, Taya has a very nice deck card.
And I remember one time when literally there was a whole thing with Rebecca Hawkins. Hawkins, like granddaughter.
You realize she's 12.
She
I
is
know.
12.
I remember. I know. I remember a whole like thing in season 4, and it's just.
Yeah, her crushing on Yugi. Yugi was also 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like just like not gonna lie. I made it like last night. I was rewatching season 4 in the case because kind of like just refresh my mind, and like when I look, I just like I'm just still surprised though with the Seal of Orichalco's shit from actually using it.
And that was freaky.
Yeah,
Usually
like that actually had me.
Does the card actually exist? Yeah,
it actually does exist. It actually does exist.
So, yeah.
Like, I think I actually have it in the case on like
Nice.
in ARL.
As it so happens, I actually, when it comes to the physical cards, I have 3 blue eyes, a blue eyes ultimate, a red eyes. I have all 5 parts of Exodia, and I have
you lucky bastard! You lucky bastard!
I've never been able to draw him though, but I have the head and both arms and both legs. I've just never been able to draw him.
I mean, I'm never able to draw them on Duel Links because, like, I know that you can also have them on Duel Links. I've literally drawn 4 of the 5 pieces each time and played and drawn.
Yeah, if you get all 5, it's an automatic win condition. You don't even have to sacrifice anything. It's just like boom, you've got all 5. It's instant win.
What do you think?
Dang.
What do you think Weevil tried to throw those cards over the boat?
He did.
He actually succeeded.
And then Joey had to go dive in and save him, which Joey did.
Yeah, he tried. Yeah, but no, he did not save Exodia. He did not save Exodia. Joey couldn't swim. Yugi had no one after him.
I mean, with me, out of my IRL deck, hang on, I'm gonna see what give me a sec.
Remember, because Yuki beat Kaiba with Exodia.
Yeah, he beat, dude. That was before Weevil tossed them overboard, dude.
Oh, right. My bad.
Sad.
But yeah, Weevil. I don't like Weevil. Didn't like him one bit when I first saw him.
Well, you could say Weevil is evil, a little weasel.
Yeah, that little praying mantis neck weasel.
For your room, Shadow.
But yeah. Also, do you guys remember those dice duels?
Dice duels.
I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't
Oh no, I know what he's talking about. Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I literally found an online version of that game.
It physically exists. It exists as a physical game as well.
It is. I think it's on the GameCube or PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm not talking video game. I mean, they actually have a physical version of it.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a scene in Yu-Gi-Oh where they actually had a deck dice duel.
Dice.
Dungeon Dice Monsters duel. Yes, they did it in the show, and then they made it a physical game. They did the same thing with the Capsule Monsters.
Yeah, like pretty much. I literally took my deck and just realized I literally had the back. How did I actually forget that?
When I first played it, I was really confused. Like, do I just put a dice down that my monster just move a few spaces? It was so weird when I first played it.
I've never played it. but
It's actually pretty fun.
are you talking about the video game version or the physical?
Both, actually. Both
Both.
of them are pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, because remember,
Yeah.
Yuki had to fight in a, I think it was like a pyramid
And-
somewhere.
and
he had
a
to
du-
fight these guys.
He had a dual Duke Devlin, yeah.
Yeah, he had to duel the guy who in the show created the game.
That was fun to
Yeah.
watch. Not gonna lie, that was kind
You
of
realize
fun.
what that means, right? You realize what that means, right?
What?
He's literally beaten two people who've created two of the games that he's played.
Yes, and I have Swords of Revealing Light, and I forgot. Right.
Dude, I have the Swords of... I got the fucking Wall of Revealing Light.
Dang.
Wall
I
of Revealing
didn't know
Light?
that- I didn't know that
Yes,
was a
it's...
thing.
Yes, it's another, I forget what it's something similar to the swords. I forget the exact way it works, but it came with my copy of the DVD of Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
Yeah, like I actually have like a couple of good cards, like my Heartbeat Feather Dust. Like I've edited I fixed my deck original Blue Eye state. And now it's just an overpowered deck I can beat.
I merged the Yu-Gi and private decks and then started putting in just random shit that I thought would work.
I merged like, all the cards that I know how to work and fix it up so well. I don't know why I have Call of the Mummy, considering I don't really have a zombie box or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like a bunch of different cards. Like the deck that I have is pretty damned impressive for what it is. Because again, it's taking some of the best cards from Yu-Gi, the best cards from Kaiba, and then just random shit that I've gotten over the years.
Like,
Weirdly
I
enough-
really get a 1,000 pack, and I've been using that for the past while.
1,000 pack? What the hell?
A 1,000 pack?
Like online, there's a thing where you could buy
Oh my
a thing
God.
of 1,000 cards for like
That sounds
around
like a
close to
scam.
$60.
That's not
That's-
a scam.
That's bizarre. Well, no, that's
Yeah,
just,
like,
like
me
wait,
and my younger brother
wait. $60 for 1,000 cards digitally. I'm gonna assume that's for the duel.
No, that's like IRL cards and
IRL?
That's not bad. That's not bad. 1,000 cards for $60. That isn't too bad at all.
I mean,
Yeah, like
there's
I
so
have
many
the
deck
little mirror
combinations.
first card.
I've got that.
I still remember going to a tournament, and one of the guys I went up against, he had the Mirror Force. I had Negate Attack,
I
Oh,
hate
that's not bad.
Nerf
and
Force.
we had like a whole thing going of
Yeah,
just
like
because
You guys had a thing?
Oh,
we had like a whole thing going. We were just joking around about like how we had the opposite of each other's. Because like
Good God, that was just horrible, you dumb son of a bitch. But
like, I have
speaking
different decks actually.
Speaking of card games, I actually have a wrestling-based card game called what the hell do they call this? SRG Super Show.
What's
And-
Hmm.
I don't know what the SRG stands for anymore, but it's a wrestling-based card game. And I
Show's a
actually have
game.
Super Show was a game. I forget what the SRG actually stands for, though. Superstar, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, one deck I have, because I got like 5 or 6 decks. One of them is based on a real-life wrestler, Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
And I remember I was playing against one of the people who worked for the company. And we were literally like really deep in the game. Every time this guy would try to pull something, I would pull like a reversal on him. And then literally we would have to shuffle like our cards back in. And literally like I think I finally ended up beating him, but the dude countered all 3 of Kenny's finishers.
Damn.
Or
I was about to
see you guys.
ask like, did you win?
I won, but like he countered everything. I think except I'll take that back. I think the only thing he couldn't counter was One Winged Angel. Because I used the Hadouken, he countered it. I used the V trigger, he countered it, and then I think I finally beat him with One Winged Angel.
Also, Sear, while you were gone, did you hear about the Dungeon Dice monsters?
Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
I don't
talking.
remember that.
We were talking about the spin-offs because you had the Dungeon Dice monsters and then you had the Capsule monsters.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What a lot of people apparently here did not know, other than maybe 1 or 2 other people other than me, was that there was a physical version of Dungeon Dice monsters. I've never
Oh
played
yeah,
it.
I know.
I
know, there
never
was.
played
It didn't
the
take
physical
off.
version. It didn't take off. Like
Yeah.
it was really that bad.
No, it didn't. It might have just been one of those things. It's like, okay, well, we've already got the card game. That's cooler than the Dungeon Dice Monsters game because it's literally just the card game with dice. So most people didn't bother with it.
Then you have to pretty much move your monster only a certain number of spaces on that dice.
It's
Remember,
fine.
Yeah.
even in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, they made the joke that it's just like Duel Monsters.
Well, yeah, even in the
Yeah,
show,
it's-
that was literally the whole, because literally, like, what they literally explained in the anime was that he got the right to use the characters from the fucking dungeon, what the hell is it, Duel Monsters, and allowed to use them in the game. Because he played off against Pegasus, and Pegasus said, hey, go ahead and use the fucking characters.
Also, it does look like we got another question in case, like, what was your favorite duel from the anime?
Ooh!
Mine would have
That's
to
a
be
good one.
Yugi versus Kaiba. That's obviously a good
Which
one.
one? Which one?
The
Which
first-
duel?
yeah, the
was
first
that?
How many
ever-
times will they have duel against each other?
The first ever duel. The first ever duel.
Oh, the one where he uses Exodia. Okay.
Yeah, that one. That's my
Where
favorite
he
one.
is Exodia to kick Kaiba's ass.
Yeah. Kaiba would say, no, that's impossible. No one's been able to summon him.
That's impossible!
Mm-hmm.
That line kills me every time. God,
Yeah, but
I
in
need
all
to,
honesty,
I need to
Kaiba
watch
kinda
more
deserved it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel so like,
I think
You know,
for me, it's kind of a toss-up between a couple of duels. First, for me, like, first you got Yugi versus Atem at the very end of the series. Then you have Yusei versus Jack Atlas in the Duel Cup finals.
Okay, the man who comes up with multiple accents, he's whatever.
And then you've got... What?
Like, pretty much I heard from, like, a YouTube channel I'm subscribed to, which, like, he just pretty much came up with a bit of a joke since
Oh,
it's hard to tell what Jack Atlas is accent.
oh
It's
yeah.
a
no,
British accent.
I always thought it was more meant to be Australian, but that's just me. Then there's the duel between Yusei and Akira at that same tournament. And then I think for me it would end up being Yuki, Jaden, and Yusei versus Paradox from Bonds
That
Beyond
one
Time.
was good.
Yeah, that was, in all honesty.
I agree.
For me, has to be either the duel. For me, it's like a couple, like, Warwolf here in the case. Like, for me, like, one of them has to be the duel where it was, like, Yugi, Atem versus, like, Pegasus for, like, the first time. Because
Oh,
that
when
was
they do the
actually
mind shuffle, that was an interesting way to make that work. Yeah.
yeah, because, like, that was actually a pretty interesting
It's
way.
it was a good strategy.
It was
Yes.
the only one they really had.
Very good strategy.
He was able to read their minds. It was the only trick they could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, and, like, then there's, like, the one where, like, it was the first time of seeing, I guess, in a way, Merrick versus Atem in the case, considering the, like,
Well, you're talking about Dark Merrick versus Atem, right?
yeah, like, when they first dueled in the case with that whole, like, thing with
Oh, with the
Viper and Revival Jam.
yeah. The Dark Hunter or Rare Hunter, whatever the fuck they called it. Yeah, I
The
know.
Rare Hunter.
But yeah,
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 'cause
honestly, in my honest opinion, I hate Revival Jam.
to be fair, I love the fact that it took Kaiba to light a fire under Atem's ass to figure out how to get past Revival Jam. That was kind of hilarious.
There's still one thing that always confuses me.
What's that?
Okay, so remember how, like, young Merrick eventually just takes over normal Merrick's body, and then somehow Merrick transfers his spirit, like, into the Millennium Ring, I think
Millennium
it was?
Rod.
Millennium Rod.
Not the Rod. No, not the Rod. Because
Yes,
he was...
it was.
Cause he, no. Because he teamed up with Cora to try to get his body back.
Yeah, however, pretty much the last bit of spirit was within Taya in case, like...
Yeah, but again, how did he transfer his spirit?
The Millennium Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used the Millennium Rod to do that in the case.
But it doesn't explain how he got to team up with Bakura as a spirit. It makes no sense.
Oh,
Actually,
boy.
it does. It actually
It
does.
actually
Because
does.
remember, all right, so I'll explain it to you. Bakura had basically had his actual soul suppressed by the spirit of the Millennium Ring, and had been the case since Duelist Kingdom. Merrick was able to figure out that Bakura was not what he seemed and wanted to get his body back. He didn't care about the Millennium Rod at that point. He just wanted his body back because he wanted free of the spirit that was controlling him. So initially, he reached out to Yami Bakura, but that didn't work
Zork.
out. Right? What Zork or whatever the fuck his name is there, Zork. But either way, that didn't work out. So he had an ace in the hole by putting part of his soul as an anchor into Taya. That was how he made all this work. And Yami Merrick didn't know about it because it was one of the rare instances where he was too weak to fully keep track of what his good half was doing. So
Indeed.
that's how that worked out.
Indeed, and like,
Welcome back,
so
Founder.
one of my very favorite duels, in all honesty,
Mm-hmm.
in my honest opinion, has to actually be the whole, like, and this was actually the first time I started getting interested into Yu-Gi-Oh! In the case, like, and this was like, this,
Spit it out. What's the duel?
okay, like, it's obviously the one that you mentioned about the whole against Paradox with
Mhm.
Aiden, Yugi, and
Yusei?
Yusei, yeah. But that honestly was an interesting duel. Like, that was the first time I actually started getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! In all honesty.
Which is funny because that's literally like that. For all intents and purposes, that's the 5Ds movie.
Yeah, and like for me, like that was the first like thing of Yu-Gi-Oh! I really started getting interested into.
Mm.
I'm surprised we never watched more Yu-Gi-Oh! On anime nights.
Nobody's brought it up.
That's the funny
I
part.
mean-
You think someone would.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it could be an idea for the next one in the case.
Well, considering that it's mostly me, Warwolf, Sear, and Jayse. Jayse, yeah. But, we're pretty much the four head honchos of the anime nights.
But nobody
Yeah.
else ever seems to show up for them anyway.
It varies. Like I said, the server is still mostly a ghost town, but with these panels...
Yeah, like mine. Yeah, like my server.
somebody get Luigi. We have a ghost in here.
Or better yet, called the
Luigi.
Ghostbusters.
I was just gonna say, yeah, because literally it's like
Speaking of Mario and Luigi, it's always nice seeing those two together in videos. It's like they know what to talk about with their Italians talking and all the goofy humor that comes out of their mouths. It's really hilarious.
well, to be fair, again, like I'm from Brooklyn, and I think Sear's like what, like somewhere around like Yonkers or something like that.
I'm in Long Island.
Close enough.
A Long Island boy.
I'm originally from Brooklyn. I've lived a little while in Long Island. Like I've been like different parts of the state. But yeah, I mean, you got fucking two New York City boys, and we're just kind of riffing off each other. It's like, again, like none of this is scripted. We're just coming up with this shit on the fly.
Yeah, and like to be honest, I'm literally just holding my deck in my hand whilst we're doing this, just checking it.
Okay, dude, phrasing.
He said holding his
Oh my
deck, his card deck.
I know what he said, but god damn it, that's still a phrasing moment because that could be taken so many ways.
Wait, like so many ways to Sunday?
Oh my god!
Good lord, man, you need help.
No, I'm actually very sane. I just make these bad jokes off the fly.
Yeah, like pretty much. Then again, don't we all occasionally do this kind of stuff?
Wait, dude, why are you doing this on the zipper in your pants?
Oh my god!
You're the one who said you were doing something on a fly.
Oh, cool. You're making him hyperventilate laugh. Hyperventilate.
Again, guys, for anybody watching on YouTube, I have said this before, in character and out. If somebody gives me the opening for a joke, I don't care how bad in taste the joke is, I am going to make the joke. It's what I do.
Why do you think you like basically
Is this who
make
you are?
making? Well, pretty much you always make a joke whenever Eggman's in a video with Sonic.
Well, you know what they say. No matter how bad things get, the yoke's always on him.
Yes, nigga, you hear that? The joke's always on you.
Leave me out
Yeah.
of this, you daft fool.
Well, technically, it's an in-character and cast Q&A, so technically you're involved whether you like it or not.
Yeah, like pretty much.
If
Yeah, like pretty much.
I might quote one Uzi Dorman, bite me.
I am not biting
I
you
would
with my
rather not.
teeth,
I
you
would rather
idiot!
not.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yes, Spaghetti, we're still live for like the next 30-some minutes, so if you have any questions to
Yeah.
ask, just ask away.
I was still alive.
I mean,
I was
like,
still alive in the case. I'm just pretty much just counting my cards in the case, just seeing
just
what
curious,
kinds
even
of
though I
cards.
don't read many books, what's everyone's favorite book? Just for this.
I actually have to say, like, if the comic did the comics in the case technically count?
Wait, comics of what? What are we talking about here?
Oh,
Like
asking everyone's
they're like-
favorite book.
they're like
they've
comics.
read. I don't think comics count. I mean,
Okay, wait.
Comic.
So which comics? Because like, what we're talking
Like-
about for what here?
no, like
Pretty much
any.
for me, like it has to be like the like in the future with this whole 30-year comic in the case, because like
Oh, the Archie comics 30 years later.
yeah, like that's actually one of my few faves in the case. Like that actually was
That was
had me-
interesting. That was
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, like I like to say, as soon as Sonic would be willing to settle down finally.
Mm,
And also,
I mean, to be fair, they showed us two potential futures in the 30 years later timeline. So
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, still not 100% a fan of what they did to Scourge in the case, but is their choice. In the
well,
case.
Scourge wasn't even in the 30 years later set.
They could have been thinking. They could be thinking of a different thing in the case.
well, at least we can all agree that thing I posted in the recording studio, that Paramount Plus shirt that had Scourge in it, that was pretty hilarious. The Telecom.
I still want to know why he decided to name himself after a Decepticon.
I don't know.
Because I wanted to try something different. Blue innocence.
The funny thing about the commercials, you were trying to use your arm cannon on a frozen mountain.
Hey,
and it was going.
Scourge, I'm over here. You're talking to Warwolf. What the hell's the matter with you?
But I still thought that was pretty funny. And you had Peter Cullen voicing Optimus Prime in that short Paramount Plus clip.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any Autobots still waiting amongst the stars. We are here. We are waiting. And we really don't suggest you use the unleaded.
Yeah, unleaded gas is not the best kind of gas to use. Man, Cullen could do this for 10 more years if he wanted to. I mean, he's in his 80s, but he could do it for another 10 years.
You know, believe it or not, he just won a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's another
pretty
another award in his trophy case, if he had one.
Speaking of Lifetime Achievement Awards, did you know that there are at least 3 fictional characters who've been given one?
Which
Really? Which three?
Jason Voorhees, Chewbacca, and Godzilla.
Oh, Jayse would have loved to hear Godzilla. You know how he is.
I know. Apparently, at one point, for some reason, Japan made Godzilla like the official travel ambassador.
Oh, it's weirder than
Really?
that.
Wow.
It's weirder than that. He's officially a citizen of Shinjuku now.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, wow.
No, they literally, he has a fucking address in Japan.
That is
And I'm not
cool.
surprised.
They
actually
finally
impressive.
decided, fuck it. He's going to be an official citizen. He's a fictional character who's officially a citizen of Japan. That is hilarious, yet fucked up all at once.
Definitely. But yeah. So yeah, audience, like, you can also make suggestions on what else you would like us to react to, because, pretty sooner or later we're going to run out of stuff to react to.
Apparently, Ravis asked what our favorite song from the Sonic things are. Find Your Flame for me.
For
the way.
me, it has to be Crush 40's. It was Live and Learn. That's like
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite.
that one's a good
Wait,
one.
wait,
But
wait,
for
wait.
me,
Are we,
it's
are
like
we
Find
talking
Your
about
Flame.
are we talking about favorite songs from the Sonic franchise now?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Favorite. song
Yeah,
from the
live and
Sonic
learn,
franchise.
live and learn. Like if we're talking like just for like, because again, like if we're not talking about like the actual music from the games themselves, then yeah, live and learn is definitely because like live and learn was something that they basically commissioned for Adventure 2, but I mean, yeah, that wasn't specifically made just for that game, but yeah.
And of course, the other one from Sonic Adventure, It Doesn't Matter. That's another good one.
Oh,
I
that is a
Escape-
good
I'll
one.
be honest, like for aside from live and learn, I love Escape from the City.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good
City
one.
yeah,
That
I
is
love
a
that
good
one.
one.
Yeah. Escape from the City. Yeah, I love that song. That's really good. They even had that song playing in Sonic Generations in the.
Yeah,
in
but
the
it's a remix.
still good.
And-
Remix or not.
Yeah. And we also got someone in the audience, Speedy the Hedge Cat. Welcome.
I wonder who that is.
Okay.
And also, it does look like we got a question in the case from Ravis again.
Yeah, what's
Will
that?
we ever react to the Nazo Unleashed thing at some point?
I haven't decided.
What?
There's a thing called Nazo Unleashed.
Never even heard of it.
It's actually a pretty fun thing. It's actually a pretty interesting thing. We'll have to wait and see what the director says in the case
Yeah,
of it.
it's out of our control.
We might. You never know. Things can happen at random. Like we could randomly just pull something that was suggested way back when, and then decide, okay, let's do it now.
I mean, we have an active suggestions channel, and this server and the recording server, nobody uses them.
I mean, I think that my roommate has technically used the suggestion thing in like your VA thing in the case. I think they have
Yeah.
1 point.
But pretty much that channel is full of moths because no one uses it.
I mean, he's only used it 1 time in the case because he's been trying to think of ideas, apparently.
But have ideas been trying to think of him?
Yeah, Sear, you never said your favorite song from the Sonic games. Which one was it? What's your favorite song?
Adventure 2 version of It Doesn't Matter, Escape from the City, Live and Learn, and Endless Possibilities.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
that's
you voiced Silver, so I could see why Endless Possibilities. That's a basically.
Well, that
I
wouldn't
mean-
it wouldn't
I mean,
necessarily have to be
no,
just
that wouldn't fit
based
Silver.
around. Yeah, it
mean,
also wouldn't
Endless
necessarily have to be
Possibility
based
wouldn't
on
fit.
his characters.
Yeah, like for me, and plus, like, well, for me, it's either Find Your Flame actually or Dream of an Absolution for Silver's theme. Because, not gonna lie, Silver's theme actually is pretty catchy in all honesty.
Mm.
So I think we had a text question. Oh yeah, we did have one in the panel bubble chat, but we missed it.
Okay, what do we
No,
got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Question for
Oh,
the
yeah.
cast from Blossom apparently.
All right.
Question for the cast: if you had to choose an upgrade, if you had to choose to upgrade a male Sonic character design, and who would it be? Oh, that's a good one.
Comic,
Upgrade.
anime, and shows
Upgrade.
count.
I mean,
And
you
like,
really
animes and
upgrade
shows
Shadow
count.
any more than he already is?
I mean, technically, yeah. In a way,
I
you
mean,
could. You could.
Shadow's basically just Vegeta anyway, so.
I resent that.
Dude. Tell me when I'm telling lies, you son of a bitch.
It's bad.
Yeah,
It's
Sonic
bad enough.
over-
I had a
yeah,
verbal
Sonic
ace
over
battle
Goku.
with Vegeta, and that reaction video was still up on the channel. That's bad enough.
Yeah, and Sonic
bad
in
enough.
a way here is Goku, so it's not a complete.
Pretty much. I mean, like, dude, like, the supersonic form was directly based on Super Saiyan Goku. There's no getting around that.
But still, like. but
Yeah,
still,
you're
man,
never
Sonic
thinking
is-
about that. So
You know what? You know what I still want to find out?
What?
Where the fuck did that 7th Chaos Emerald come from? Because originally there was only 6.
You mean the turquoise one, the light blue
Wait,
turquoise?
I don't care
I
which
thought
one
it
it
was
was. All I
cyan.
know is
I thought it was cyan.
Look,
Either
it doesn't
way-
matter which color it
it
was.
doesn't matter which
We
color
just
it
want
was.
to know
All
where it
we know
came
is-
from.
Yeah, because like originally there was 6 in the first game. Then randomly there's a 7th in Sonic 2 and up.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like the design, it said like if we can upgrade the male Sonic character design in the case of any of the male.
No,
Sonic
it's like
characters.
what the fuck? Like, how would you even design? How would you even upgrade those designs? I mean, like,
I mean, you can
there's
upgrade
just
Jets pretty easily.
how?
Like
Yeah, just
pretty much, for
how.
example, like pretty much like with Jet's design, it's like not too bad, but like I mean, they could have added like a bit of like some different things with like the texture on like the feathers and all. Like they could have added like a bit of
Why? I mean, like,
I'm
dude,
surprised we
literally,
didn't.
like, his feathers would have been given the same texture as any other character in the games.
The sad part is we tend to give Jet a hard time whenever he's in our videos.
Well, again, that's literally like that's him trying to pretend that he's faster than Sonic. Sonic's got to slap him down. That's what he does.
Yeah, and yet the audience enjoys
like,
that. Apparently,
yeah, no,
we
yeah,
have
no,
some sick people in the audience. I swear, you know who you are.
Of course we have sick people in the audience. We're sick fucks. Like attracts like, man. Where you been?
Those are your words, not mine.
Yeah, dude. Yes, they are my words, and I stand by them.
Even though you literally said some things
also-
toward Amy when she was in the room, and you stood by those too.
Again, dude, you got to remember, I am not a Son Amy shipper. Of course, Sonic is like again. He's 16. She's like fucking like anywhere between 8 and 12.
Also, the answer Rabbit Squad's question about banging at the Whack-A-Weasel, he's feeling a lot better now. He just had a small concussion after that.
Yeah, Ravis, like pretty much he's doing all right. Just pretty much like it says, he's gonna need a lot of therapy
Apparently,
afterwards.
the director told me to let Amy hit Fang with her hammer.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if the director keeps saying that, I'm gonna get that hammer and I'm gonna hit the director with it.
Why would you hit the director?
Because the director is being a dick.
Oh, come on. Fang set himself up for that one. He said whack-a-mole, and then Whack-A-Weasel came up, and then boom. Fang set him up for that one. He set himself up for that. Yeah, and the director actually added little gifts to show Fang was dizzy. that was clever. Pretty hilarious by the director, editors, people.
All right, so aside from the Sonic stuff, because most of what we've been getting right now is Sonic stuff.
Yeah, isn't there a Nintendo?
So
stuff you
here's
guys
a
wanna ask
question.
us?
Here's a question: what's your favorite Mario game?
Oh
Ooh,
boy, there's
like,
so many.
I have to say, like, for me, it has to be like the Mario Party 64 and all. Like, that's actually pretty good.
Was that even on 64?
Or just
Yes.
mainline games?
Mario Party 64, yeah, it's a physical 64 game.
Hmm.
That was pretty much when Waluigi was mostly involved in the games.
Didn't Waluigi not show up until like the fucking GameCube era? I thought.
No, Waluigi
no.
first showed up in Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
Because it
go.
needed.
oh, I better get Daisy. Yeah, I just saw her. Oh, never mind. She's slippery. Little.
Yeah, pretty much like she's she's more of a hedgehog and she's pretty. Let's say she's pretty speedy for like I guess different dimension.
So I
like-
guess she's a slippery hedgehog. Fair enough.
Mm.
But as I was saying, yeah, Waluigi did appear in the Mario Tennis 64.
Well, whatever that goes.
Because remember, we reacted to.
Well, you originally said Mario Party 64, but.
Well, yeah. But as I was saying, because remember, we all recently reacted to a thing called, it was funny moments from the Mario sports games, which that was pretty funny.
It had its moments.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Especially seeing Mario and Waluigi just get abused. Like, well, did you see how Waluigi's spine was getting bent with that mechanism?
Mm.
And
But
I mean, they'll really see the whole like Wario abuse thing once like one of the videos we recently recorded comes out.
so I have a very dark confession to make.
uh-oh. This one.
What is it?
So what is it?
The only Mario game past the Super Nintendo that I have ever played, other than the demo of Mario Odyssey on the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
hand to God, is Super Mario Kart 64.
Oh, that's actually
I
really
still
cool.
want to play. I still want to sit down and actually play straight up New Super Mario Brothers for the DS.
I played it before. It's
fascinating.
really good. I played it at my Aunt Leah's house a
So-
couple years ago. It was fun playing.
Mm.
Speaking of which, I still
So
got
apparently
I still
Ravis
got my
asked-
DS. Oh, sorry, you finished first.
Apparently, Ravis asked what our favorite Pokemon is.
Oh boy,
Mewtwo.
I'm stuck
Last choice in
deciding.
Greninja.
Mine would have to be either Umbreon or Sylveon.
I'm kind of amused that you
me?
said Umbreon because Jayse literally for a while, his profile pic was literally an Umbreon that was mooning everybody. That was just
Oh,
When
yeah.
are you ever gonna move on from that, you
For it.
jackass?
remember that. I remember
Worse.
that.
What's
I
worse is
know.
that then he switched it, and that one was mooning us too. He had to go through 3 of them before he found one that wasn't basically showing off its ass.
But
Man,
but my
like,
my other non evolution would have to be Charizard.
like for me, it's actually a tough choice. Like my
Well,
3.
it's literally not a tough choice for me. Literally, for like me, it's like they asked me my favorite Pokemon, fucking Mewtwo, straight up.
No, can't argue with
For
that.
me, I have to say, for me, my 3 favorites at least has to be either Charizard, Cinderace, or Incineroar.
Ooh, Cinderace, nice.
The funny thing is, I
Yeah,
actually the only Pokemon game I ever had was Gold.
The only one I had was
Yeah,
the
like,
Game
I
Boy
played,
Color.
like,
Like
Sword in
Silver.
this case.
It was Silver.
I had Leaf Green, Ruby, and I had Black, but
And
I
White?
gave it to a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Those games got very hard to come by. They were very expensive back then.
Yeah. So when I got the Game Boy Color, a friend of mine gave me a copy that they had, I guess, secondhand, or maybe they just didn't want it, of Pokemon Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had a bunch of Pokemon that they had gotten. So they gave me Mewtwo and Mew. Because those are the only ones I fucking wanted. Everything else I literally got in the game.
Cool.
I mean, like, I remember a Sonic character YouTube channel that literally had their shadow literally said that if they had to choose 6 Pokemon, they'd literally just choose all Mewtwo. Apparently,
I question their shadows methods on that channel.
No, that actually makes a certain amount of sense. But let's remember though, Mewtwo kicked Shadow's ass in a death battle.
You're still gonna bring that up?
Oh God, yes.
wait, when did that
Dude,
happen?
It was a
dude,
death battle. I
dude,
that
dude.
aspect.
You got killed by a spoon.
I swear.
He got killed by a spoon.
He got killed by a spoon.
It was death battle. What are you gonna do?
Also,
and
for Ravis,
is
your
an-
question on Let's Play Pokemon games, I don't think that's gonna be.
No, we don't do Let's Plays.
Well, no, I still do them. It's just on certain games, but not Pokemon. I just yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Ravis, like pretty much, it's just depending on if the director.
Wait, Ravis.
Raven Squad. He's
Yeah,
in the
Ravis.
YouTube chat asking questions.
Oh, Raven. Okay,
No,
not Ravos.
No, you said it right. Ravis, not Raven.
Yeah, Ravis.
You
Ravis.
bastard! Like, dude. How does he
then, like,
spell
I
it?
think
How does he
that-
spell it?
Ravus. Also, there's Ruby Rose. I'm gonna.
Okay. Because otherwise, I was literally gonna have to go after them for copyright infringement because I've got a character called Ravis, but it's spelled Reavus.
Hello, Ruby Rose.
I mean, like, funny enough,
I'm glad you could make it.
like, funny enough,
And
I
it's
actually have an
copyrighted.
OC of it myself. I have an OC of that myself, and it's. Wait, I think that's my brother using my other channel in the case. Now realizing it, I think that's my IRL brother using my other channel.
Hey, Ruby, how you doing?
Hey, Ruby.
I'm
Welcome.
just dumps.
Welcome to the QnA. Actually, we were just talking about you earlier.
Yeah,
Oh,
in a good way.
Great.
In a good way.
Hey, no, nothing but good things. Nothing but good things. We were actually we were discussing that moment with the plushies in that one video.
don't
Sonic
you
Adventure.
fucking dare!
We already
No.
brought it up. We've already brought it up.
Yeah,
Wait,
they-
Brought it up
what?
already.
What?
Brought it
We're
up.
not bringing.
God.
Oh boy.
Honestly, that was probably one of my favorite moments we've done so far in the show.
You mean the
Quite
whole thing with the
I hated it.
plushies?
I hated it. I absolutely
I
despised that
understand.
moment.
I understand.
And
I
yet
understand.
you were the one who set me up for it.
You, to be honest,
No, I did not. You didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Shut up! Don't help
Yeah,
him.
Oh,
Can someone
boy.
actually send?
no,
Can someone send me
because-
that link for that video? I'm actually curious on that.
It's in the
like,
Sonic Rush
literally-
Adventures
Do
series.
not
Yeah,
send
I
him
just-
the link.
I
Do not.
think, like I said, I forget which one because it was definitely part of the Sonic Rush Adventure stuff. I just don't remember which video it was that we were covering, but it was one of the water levels. And like I said, Sonic brings up that he still has like this plushie that Amy gave him for like his birthday or Christmas, whatever the hell it was. He also mentioned that he had one of Sally, and then Amy's like, "Which one do you sleep with?" And that was like I said, she came with that completely out of the blue, and I just ran with it because like holy shit, that was too good to pass up.
And
You
then-
know, like you sleep with plushies and like shit like that.
I mean, some adults still sleep with plushies just so they feel comfortable at night, It's like,
Yeah, well, like again, I knew what you were going for, but again, like it was perfect. It was comedy gold. There was no way I was passing that up.
you probably should have at least did some thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, glad you could make it.
Is there a TV on over there, Rose?
Yeah, because I heard a
Yeah, I'm not really in the best mood though right now. I'm getting texts from this guy that he just doesn't get the fucking hint that I don't want to be with him.
Oh boy.
He's not
So
getting
block
the
him.
You just
So
blocked him.
yeah, block him. Seriously.
I'm not that kind of person though.
If he's straight up harassing you at this point, yeah, just block him. Like that's not making you a bad person. That's just making somebody who's like,
Bro, he legit asked me to marry him.
Wait,
Block him.
okay.
Dude, we just
Dude.
started
Oh,
talking
whoa,
2
let's-
months ago
let's-
and I barely know
dude,
you.
Let's keep it out of the stream.
Dude.
Let's keep it out of the stream.
yeah, dude, straight up just block him because I mean at that point that's just freaky.
That is just
Yeah,
just block
no,
him.
yeah,
Just remember, we're here for
that's
you,
true.
Rose.
I'm gonna block him.
Yes,
Yeah,
please do that.
that is just weird.
Rabbit
That is
Squad, just pretend you heard nothing, alright? Just Rabbit Squad, just pretend you heard nothing. Sorry, Rabbits. Anyway.
But yeah, no, like I said, that is honestly probably my favorite moment from the shows that we've done so far.
Yeah, and they will only get better as
That was
as
one of my
as
most
the month-
embarrassing moments.
I don't see why. Like I said, like it was comedy gold, girl. I mean,
No,
I
it's
couldn't have
not.
asked for something.
Yes,
better
it
than that.
is.
It was
would
comedy
ask-
gold.
Seriously, if you think about it, Amy would ask Sonic, like, "Oh, you have a plushie of Sally, huh? And a plushie of me. Which one do you sleep with?" Because Amy, because like people sleep with plushies,
I know, and I get where you were going from, and at the same time, it was too funny not to have Sonic just freak the hell out of it because he's one of those people who wouldn't do it. So hearing somebody ask him that, he would freak the fuck out.
Yeah, he
You got to remember, Sonic is the guy who basically, he's gonna be like the guy who plays it cool, plays it macho and everything. He's not gonna sleep with plushies. And then literally hear somebody like, and basically he's gonna like, wait, I don't have sex with plushies.
Oh my god, man. Why?
and
No, dude,
and that's when I
Sear,
ripped his head off.
Sear, that is literally how Sonic responded to it in the video.
I know, I was there.
I am
Yeah, because
I
I
take a
literally
look at that after the stream.
Because like literally the first thing he did was scream, "What? What the hell did you just ask me?" It was so goddamn
It
hilarious.
was hilarious.
Also, Rabbits, to your question on bringing any of Scourge's antis, I don't think that's gonna happen.
What?
As in, like, pretty much any of the antis from Scourge's universe, he was asking if there was.
The people from Anti-Mobius. Other than Scourge, I don't think there's really been anybody who's still around after that arc, because I think they all went back to Anti-Mobius. So Scourge is still around, but I mean that's only in the Arch universe, which has been discontinued anyway. So if they do get a chance to bring him into the IDW stuff, that'd be interesting, because I'd love to see Sally or Antoine or anything else pop up from there, because that would be interesting, but I don't know if they can do that, simply because even though the original Freedom Fighters are all owned by Sega, I don't think we're going to see them, just because they really want us to forget about Sat-Am, simply because they don't like the idea of Sonic having a canonical romance So that's kind of why they tried to break up Sonic and Sally.
That's curious. Ruby Rose. What's your favorite female characters from either the comics or cartoons? Because we had that question asked earlier. So.
Oh, like any cartoon or
no, we're talking specifically the comics and cartoons for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Good question.
I mean, I would almost have to think Amy would be one of them because you do play her, and you do it very well, by the way.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, you do a very good job.
Amy's not really my favorite. She's my go-to, but like, she's not really my number one favorite. I don't really have favorites.
Really?
I guess. Yeah. Well, it's just I don't have money and I can't read the comics. And
Oh, yeah, no, that is kind of a problem, yeah.
I mean, comics on YouTube. You can probably
actually, funny enough, sooner or later, I'm going to post a thing on my Twitter, and I'm going to start posting voice and art commissions so that I can get paid for my job.
Nice.
I'm glad we could help you get to that point.
That is definitely interesting.
I actually have a small following on Twitter.
Hooray.
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works. Actually, technically it's called X, but X is Twitter.
No, we are not calling it that.
We're not calling it X. Don't.
All right, guys. I mentioned this the other day. I just call it Twix these days.
Twix. It's a good compromise.
Twix, yeah.
I mean, it's compromise, but no, I'm calling it Twitter. That's what it is, and that's
Twix. Most people will call it Twitter. Some people will call it X. I don't give a shit. I just call it Twix as a happy medium.
Yeah.
No, I'm just calling it Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk. Anyways,
nobody likes him.
I mean, to be fair, I would have said the same thing about Jack Dorsey. Fuck him too.
What he do to you?
Anyways,
aside from all the censorship, you mean?
Oh, fair enough. Censorship is
I think I actually now that I think of it, I think I really like Tangle. Tangle from the IDW comics.
We were talking about.
Funny enough, I really don't like the voice she has now. Actually, funny enough, I gave her an Australian accent.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
Interesting note, we were actually just discussing the Tangle and Whisper miniseries earlier, and we brought up that they actually revealed I guess it was revealed in that, unless it's like something that came up in the early IDW stuff that I didn't see. She is severely claustrophobic.
Poor Tangle.
Yeah, which I...
I share that pain.
Well, no, because like literally so hang on a minute, count them. In the Tangle and Whisper miniseries, as I brought up to these guys, she gets thrown into a safe and she nearly has a panic attack, and then she ends up using Whisper's mask, which allows for video playback and stuff. And even that causes her to freak out, even though she's literally just using a mask that she can take off at any time rather than being locked into something. So yeah, she's severely claustrophobic.
Poor babe.
It makes me want to hug
my poor lanky noodle baby. No.
Why do you? It makes me want to hug my
noodle baby. I don't know.
Baby. I'm not gonna comment.
I wouldn't call that a noodle. I wouldn't call that a noodle.
I don't know why it made me think of noodle. I don't know why, but for some reason when I heard that, I just for some reason thought Noodle Burger Boy from Big Hero 6 series for some reason.
What? Never even heard of that one.
I don't like it.
Now talking about noodles is making me hungry.
I've had many, but like I said, we're nearing the end.
Yeah,
I've been kind of snacking most of the streams.
Yeah, it's making me hungry for a noodle burger now. Great.
But so far,
what the fuck is a noodle burger?
A noodle burger? What?
Look it up and you will find out. Look it up and you will find out.
I get the feeling that would be very disturbing.
Definitely.
So wait. All right. So, dude, if you tell me that's literally just noodles on an actual hamburger and all, that's just wrong.
The noodles in a way are like the buns in the case. Like it's a bit hard to explain in the case. It's better if you like just look it up.
So basically, it's the bacon witch.
In a way,
it's literally a bacon sandwich that has bacon instead of bread.
Baking pancakes,
So,
baking.
so it's literally so
Good one.
basically you're literally taking something from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Baking pancakes.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Lord.
Adventure Time. I'd like that. That was good.
Actually, that reminds me. Now, so Rose, I know you play Amy. Remind me who else you play in the
Yes.
show.
I also play Tails. I mostly play Amy and Rouge
Right.
and Sonica.
Mm-hmm. Those are the
Okay,
main four.
because Sonic and Sonica have not met, I don't think.
No, they
At
have.
least
They met only
At
once.
least if they have,
They
it
met
wasn't
only
when I was
once.
playing.
They didn't meet only. They did meet once.
Was I playing in
You
a
probably
couple?
don't.
Yes.
Or was that one of our understudies?
I think
it
you
was
were
you.
That was you.
Okay,
I remember that day.
we're definitely gonna have those two meet up again in another video at some point. By the way, at some point, I really want to see either Amy, Tails, or Sonica or Rouge meet up with our Donkey Kong.
I'll make sure I ask the director
Well,
to
I
plan
mean,
the
they
meeting
did
for
meet.
that.
I mean, Tails and Rouge didn't meet Diddy Kong, so.
No. We're talking Donkey Kong because, like, dude, you've
Yeah,
seen.
I know. It's just like if they meet Donkey Kong, that'll be very
What?
interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
because here's the
yeah.
thing. You know Red versus Blue, right? You remember Caboose?
Yes.
Caboose
Yeah.
was an
Donkey Kong is-
idiot.
Donkey Kong is basically Caboose on steroids. He's completely divorced from reality.
But isn't that your friend
Dude,
Ty?
you're talking to someone
Yes!
who's played Nintendo games since they were itty bitty.
Yeah,
Aw.
but
You
you're
guys
talking
know
to
that they
somebody who's
released-
Rose.
I'm not uncultured.
been-
I know who Donkey Kong is.
Rose,
I-
we're
I
not
did-
saying
I
we're,
do
we're,
know-
we're not. No. We're not saying you don't know who Donkey Kong is. We're saying our Donkey Kong
Yes, we have a
in
Donkey
the cast.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah, the
Donkey
guy-
Kong and a Diddy Kong, so we now
Yeah,
have
we've
both
got Donkey
Kongs.
Kong and Diddy Kong in here, and literally, I threw out this idea.
Wait, I
of,
haven't even met the Donkey Kong VA.
Yeah, I know.
Where
That's
is
my whole
he?
point. He's not on right now, but at some point, like, we'll get him on here. Like, dude,
He's funny.
you should be able to watch some of the videos that have him in there. In fact, I think Shadow can give you the link to them in a little bit. But yeah, straight up, I came up with this idea. I just pitched this idea to him, like, what if Donkey Kong was like Caboose from Red vs. Blue, make him completely divorced from reality? He just took that idea and fucking ran with it.
Yeah, the director thought it was a good idea, and I'm going to agree with him there.
Well, no,
Mm.
the director wasn't sure at first. I was the one who pitched it.
So
I was the one who pitched it. We just ran with that, man. We just ran with that shit.
I know I'm going to regret this, but you play baseball since you pitched it to him?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh.
Go to your
You guys actually-
Like the
Go to your
Yankees.
room and die,
Like the Yankees
Yeah.
or the
Go
Mets.
to your room.
Go to
Yeah,
your room,
also-
throw a key, lock yourself in there.
I have to
Well,
work
he's
the next
technically doing
day. I
that.
can't be locked in there. That's my
Yeah,
revenue.
Yeah,
Okay.
true. And also, did you actually know they released like first episode of Hazbin Hotel, like the actual first official thing on YouTube?
Yeah, Busy
apparently,
Pop
from
released the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
4
yeah,
episodes.
watched it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest because I have been a fan of Hazbin Hotel since the pilot came out,
Uh-huh.
and I've been one of the first ever people to watch the pilot. And here's the thing: I'm kind of disappointed.
Aww.
Honestly, like, so I'm assuming at this point you don't have Prime, which is fine.
No, I
Um,
don't have Prime.
so
Bro, I'm
here's-
poor.
No, I get that. What I was gonna say is at some point, because like we do the anime nights
We do.
on here occasionally, and I have Prime. I could fucking do the screen share.
I mean,
Oh,
sure. I mean,
let's do it.
we could do that. I mean,
Yeah,
except,
I mean,
except
I did
it's-
the
I
first
have
episode,
seen-
but here's the thing,
I have
the
seen
reason-
all 4 because they dropped the first 4 episodes on the debut day. They dropped half the season.
didn't Viv see?
Oh!
Didn't Vivian post a few of those episodes on YouTube as well?
She only
No,
posted the first
episode-
No,
episode.
just only episode 1.
Oh, episode
Episode
one?
one.
which I had to see still. I
Yeah.
have not seen it yet.
Episode
Well, here's the
1.
thing. Here's the thing.
Episode 1 is only going to be up until around like 14th.
Right.
No, the
17th.
17th. Excuse me. Yeah.
So that's until my birthday, pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
So,
literally,
here's the thing,
my grandmother was born on Valentine's Day.
I would have been born on
My mom was
Valentine's
born on
Day.
Groundhog's Day.
Oh, so you were born on
What-
Punxsutawney Phil's Day. Cool.
What I'm really kind of disappointed about the show. Yes, I love that the characters got new looks. I love their. I mean, I wish it was kind of still more like the pilot, but I like the fresh, clean look. I miss the voices, but I know that it's basically what we all call it now.
Yeah.
The pilot
Mhm.
work. of
Yeah, they
Heaven
did.
Hotel.
They didn't really have a
really
choice
miss
in that, but yeah. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
but
I mean, I'm
I
right
also
there
don't
with
like
you.
how they're like throwing shade at Michael Kovac for not being able to sing, even though if just because of the new song for Angel Dust, and I don't like people throwing shade at voice actors just because
he has proven he can
feeling bitter
sing.
and hatred.
He's proven he can sing. Have you seen "Thank You and Good Night"?
Yes, I have, and it
So
made me
we
cry.
know
I'm
he
gonna
can
be honest.
sing. We know he can
really made
sing.
me cry. It really did.
We know
I-
the
I-
man can
but
sing.
Yeah.
What
I mean, I'll be honest.
what I'm not kind of disappointed about is the new voice for Husker, because
Keith David.
It's Keith David.
It's Goliath. It's
Yeah,
literally
like,
Goliath.
It's fun.
I mean, like, I haven't really seen like the new Heaven Hotel thing yet. 'Cause, like, I've been like,
Again, like, dude,
you-
like Vivsy's got it up on her channel. It's gonna be up there till the 17th.
Can I be
yeah, and, like,
honest
pretty
though?
much.
Katie Killjoy's voice as Brandon Rogers.
That was fun. That was an
That
interesting
is funny.
switch out.
That
was an
Yeah, it
interesting
was.
switch out.
Just
Yeah,
for
she just uses the
Katie
voice
Killjoy.
tank thrust voice.
What I
for
don't know
that.
is if that's going to be a constant thing or if that was just potentially supposed to be
Bryce
Alice.
Tank Thrust being all
That,
like,
that, that, that
It's
could've-
supposed to. Apparently, Katie
Patrick.
Killjoy is supposed to be like a recurring character. So most
Yes,
likely,
what I'm
yes.
saying is like we don't. What we don't know is whether or not that was going to be like a one-time thing where the idea is potentially Alistair just fucking with the TV because it interrupted the commercial, because that's literally Alistair basically was willing to put aside just for one time only his hatred of all things TV just to help them make that fucking commercial, and the goddamn news preempted it. So I'm honestly wondering if that's not just Alistair fucking with the TV for revenge.
Honestly,
I
I'm honestly wanting to see that. No.
Yeah,
after
like I
the
said,
stream,
like
I'm
yeah,
going to
after the
watch it.
stream is over, go watch it because it's definitely fun. And like I said, I've got Amazon Prime, so I've got to find out if the because I can get the pre-order for the ad-free ship, where it's like $3. I'm just gonna find out if it has anything to affect if it's like a one-time thing or like not, or if it has any effect on my version of Prime because I get it through food stamps because I'm on SSI.
I'm
as long
kind
as-
of on
once I get that
SSI as
confirmed-
well. With the Prime
that's old man talk for I have coupons.
thing.
No,
That is not old man talk.
that's hilarious. That's hilarious coming from somebody who probably is on SSI herself, because SSI is for everybody.
It is, yes.
What?
Yeah.
It is.
SSI is for everybody, dependent entirely on your physical or mental or emotional disabilities. I've had physical disabilities since birth. I've been on SSI most of my life.
I've been on it most of my life too, since I was like 2 when I had a physical
I
disability.
haven't. I don't know what SSI is.
It's I forget what this a Social Security something or other. It's similar to SSD, which is Social Security Disability. But either way,
Also,
all I know is like, because I'm on that, I also have food stamps, and because I have food stamps, I was able to get like the really, really cheap ass fucking subscription to Amazon Prime, where it's like $7.47 a month.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, when you're only paying like
Damn.
$8, that ain't bad.
so say so Connor, it's been 3 hours max, right?
Yeah,
Well,
it's actually
that's-
around the 3-hour mark in the case of my end.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point,
Jesus Christ!
What?
Wait, how long has this
We
stream been going
started.
on?
We started at
Dude.
4, and it's
Rose,
going to
let
7.
me put it this way, Rose. Let me put it this way, Rose. This is actually pretty short compared to the last stream we did recently.
Oh,
That was
There's a
like
lot-
6 hours. I
No,
wanna
it's
say.
because-
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
we went fucking 6 hours, and
Yeah,
that was
because
literally
Connor-
last
The
week.
only time that there will be 6-hour videos is if there's like big ass YouTubers doing
Yeah.
live streams for charity, and that's how long they would do that for.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't do this for charity.
No, we
we
didn't
just
do it for
went for
charity.
6 hours. We just went for 6
I know, but like
hours.
I know, like commentary and shit like that, like a podcast, you know.
Well, remember, I did give up control to Sear and Warwolf. So when they do their
The weirdos.
Yeah, so
It's
they
because
can
it's
go for
hard
as
enough,
long
like,
as they
an
like.
hour
You can,
for a
yeah,
one
you
particular
can
panel,
join
like,
in for those as well if you want. If
right?
you want to do
Yeah.
them, Shadow. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is
Yeah.
if it's something we want to do. We don't have to worry about having him around to do
Scarlet,
it.
what's that?
Actually,
What's that, Scarlet? What's that
I
event
mean,
seeing
I'm
on
gonna
the
be
thing?
here for like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna be here for the rest of the hour.
That's
Now that I
fine.
think about it,
Yeah, I mean,
because
That's
you know,
fine.
I am technically, I don't know if I'm the youngest, but like, I mean, I'm still going to school
I
and I
think
got
we
shit to
had
do.
I think our former Honey the Caviar, Clowney, was the youngest before she quit.
I think right now, out of everybody who's still in the cast, I think Sear and Rose may be the youngest.
I think.
Sear's
I'm older
in
than
college.
here though by a
No,
year.
that would happen to be Lila. And the
Lila,
current
I think
trickster
Lila
in
might
case.
be the youngest. I
She's in-
don't.
No, I
Does
mean
it
out of
really
everybody
matter,
here.
though?
No, guys. First off, one at a time. Second off, I meant out of everybody who's right here in the panel.
Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful time
I mean, I'm
at
the
our
youngest.
panel. I mean, we'll probably do more of these in the future. But
Well, we're not done yet, man. We're still going.
No,
no,
we're
it's been 3
done.
hours. Remember,
Yeah,
4 to
like-
7.
Yeah, it's been like pretty much we agree on like a 3-hour thing for the Q&A stuff because like pretty much for Q&As like there's not really usually like a reason to go for a whole like 6-hour thing and all in the case for like the Q&A
All I know
stuff
is
from
like,
my-
I mean, at this
my
point,
phone.
like, I'm still good to talk with anybody who wants to chat.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
that.
You guys
but,
can you guys can talk
yeah,
and
off
Rose, and
stream.
the other thing is,
Yeah.
Bills,
yeah,
hopefully
the other
eat the
thing
cheeks.
is like, yeah, again, Rose just got here, so I mean, we could probably keep going for at least another hour, you know, for that.
Yeah. Actually, is there any like questions for me?
We've
Like,
had a
I don't
couple
know
of questions that were just for the entire cast. We flung one or two of them at you earlier, but for the
I'm
most
gonna
part,
get
it's just been
going.
us chatting.
Shadow.
All right.
Shadow,
Mm,
Yes, Grounder?
you really never started the panel.
No,
Yeah,
he
'cause
did.
it's, uh,
Yeah, I did.
We've
It's-
been doing this since like
As in,
we've been doing this
as
since like
in
4
however,
o'clock.
like, for
Dude.
the
See
sta-
how
as
it
in, like, for
says
the
live
stage
now
though.
on the left corner? So technically we did start
As it-
it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's weird. 'Cause on my end, it's saying like
Yeah, it's saying start
starting
event.
soon.
It says start event.
So you mean I never started it?
Yeah, you never
Is-
started it.
yeah,
no,
like,
it says
Right.
it's live now on my side.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, I'm
like,
seeing
if
mine.
you click as in if you
Yeah.
click event though, then it shows differently. If you click event,
Yeah. Click
Oh.
event, and then it says start event.
then just click start then?
yeah,
Yeah.
like pretty much that officially starts the event. in the
Okay,
case.
Yeah.
well, let's see.
Which
I mean,
is
that makes
weird
sense why people are
considering.
really here.
I mean, it says
That
never
is-
mind the start event. Let's see what happens. It doesn't do anything.
Hang on,
Yeah,
let
I
me
just-
try
Yeah, the
this
stage
real
is
quick.
already
Let me try.
open. See?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that. That's
Start
Yeah,
event.
that is bizarre. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Okay, that is strange.
so.
Oh, wait. I think I know what's the
Then-
issue here. You have to. I think you have
like-
to do it before you join the stage.
Yeah, you have to do it like before you join the stage, and it's like you have to start the event.
Right, because he's the one who
Oh.
started. He's the one who started it. So once he started, it was already started.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
this is my first
and
time
he just
doing
he
this.
just brought us into
Yeah,
he just brought us in on his
like,
own.
Pretty much,
so.
well, yeah, like pretty much. I'll help you like through next time.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, this
I mean-
is just the first time doing this with a panel thing.
Plus,
so.
Yeah,
plus
true.
we've been live on the YouTube stream anyway, so it's not a big worry.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and,
So-
Yeah,
true,
who
true.
knows? So yeah, whatever.
So yeah, all right. So speaking of questions there for you, Rose. So we literally were talking earlier about our favorite tracks from the older games, and honestly, for me, it's like the two that most stick out for me would have been the Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3 and the Flying Battery Zone from that same game, because it's like, dude, like those fucking tracks fucking slap.
Also, I
Yeah,
decided to cancel that event. Connor.
I know what that is.
Yeah, it's like, and again, like the
What-
funny thing
what
is
is
because
that?
like Michael Jackson being involved with the soundtrack with that was awesome.
So
Yeah.
is it okay if I cut the
Actually,
feed?
wait.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, yeah, like-
hang,
the
guys.
Hedgehog considered to be old?
Hang on a minute. Yeah, hang on a minute. Shadow, again, like Rose just got here. Why don't we let her at least have like an hour so this way she can be part of the panel?
Alrighty, well I'll go another hour.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a big plot in this fucking channel, aren't I? I mean,
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
she's a
also
member of the
playing
cast. I mean, yeah, like,
characters.
Okay, so
just because
we'll go.
she got here late is no reason to end it just when she gets here. Good lord, man.
Alright, so I guess
Show
we'll-
some manners.
I mean-
It's a lady
I
present.
mean,
Okay, I guess we
I
can
mean,
go.
like, pretty
We
much,
can
like,
go until
for,
8.
I mean, like, I mean, for me, like, I mean,
Well,
for
look
me,
at
like,
you, Warwolf, being a gentleman.
Wow.
First.
Well,
That-
more
that
like a
is
gentle psycho, but the same thing.
Alright,
Warwolf being a
so
gentleman.
just for Rose, we'll go another hour and then we'll cut the feed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, and,
thank
like, pretty much,
you.
I know, like, I know, like, pretty much for my own, like, server or, like, or channel, I go for, like, usually 1 hour or so. Because, like, not really many people ask questions or so, and, like, pretty much, like, you know, like, pretty much with a lot of people. And all.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the matter of QnA. That's like,
Yeah.
that's why we normally just do our own stuff. So, I mean, that's its whole thing because, like, literally, like that last stream we did, that wasn't a Q&A. We just sat around talking for 6 hours.
I know for,
you might want
I
to
know
tell
soon,
Sear to
like,
come
our
back in for
Fang-
another hour if he's still online.
Yeah, I know, like, the Fang VA for this channel, also known as, like, a Trigger VA in the case, like,
He was in here
actually
earlier.
has a bit of a...
Yeah,
like,
Trigger
has a
was in
channel made
earlier.
up for-
And
Oh,
he still
Trigger!
has-
Yeah, my bestie Trigger.
yeah, he still
Like,
hasn't.
he
He still
actually
hasn't
has,
told us who pulled him.
Yeah,
You should
Yeah, like,
probably
pretty
put him in here, or I can ask if he
He's
wants.
been, he was in here earlier, actually.
Like
yeah.
he was currently,
Wait, really?
he's currently he was at work.
Dude, we barely talk. Whenever he's on, I'm always late to see him, and I get sad when I can't talk to him.
I mean,
like,
yeah, you were late to a few sessions, but that wasn't totally your fault.
Well,
Yeah, so
well,
isn't
here's the
100%
thing.
your
I was
own
at the
fault.
store and I had to get frozen rats.
Frozen
What?
rat?
What?
What?
Frozen rats?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what have you been eating?
Oh my!
It's for the ball python we have.
Oh my
for the
god!
snake.
No, shit. Wait, whoa,
for the
whoa,
snake.
whoa!
You have a
Okay.
python?
That's not a pet. That's a fucking nightmare.
How'd you get a python?
No,
What?
that's
What?
yeah. No, I know.
Just a python.
I
How'd you
know.
get a giant snake?
He's very domesticated though. He's very
Aw.
domesticated.
No, dude. Those fuckers do not domesticate. They do not domesticate. It's been proven.
What ball pythons? They are literally pet snakes.
Yeah, again, dude, they are not domesticated. They may seem like it, but literally, dude, I know somebody who had one, and she had to get rid of it.
No, dude, that's because you don't hold them too much. If you hold them a lot, they will get domesticated.
Not that.
Apparently,
not that.
I don't know.
Not that.
What kind of snake did she have?
It was the same kind. It was a fucking python, and literally.
Well, what kind of python? There's different.
I think it was the same you're talking about. It was a huge ass motherfucker, and literally.
No. How big was it?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I remember hearing.
Was its head bigger than your hand?
I'm not sure. All I know is the reason I heard that she got rid of it literally was the thing stopped eating, and then literally she found out from the pet place she took the snake to, said, yeah, the reason it stopped eating is planning to eat you. So she got rid of that fucker. Yeah, these things do not really domesticate.
Okay, no. Okay, his name is Rocky. The ball python we have. He's a
you named it after the character from the Rocky movies? What the hell, man?
Well, I didn't name it. My roommate named it. I didn't want to do anything
your roommate
with
is goofy in a good way.
Also, speaking
Dude, they're
of,
literally like
here's-
me.
it looks like
My
there's a question
roommate's
for
literally like me. Funny enough, we're actually born on the same day and same month. Just different years.
I just saw Allie in the audience chat.
Oh.
Alina.
Oof.
She's the other Rouge VA, and she didn't stay long.
But yeah, but yeah, like he's fine. He's very little. He's 2 years old.
He's a young one. Okay, I thought
He'll get bigger. They always do.
He will get bigger. He's just itty bitty. He's 2. But no, he's very domesticated. He has not bitten anyone, and he would like wrap around your neck, and he won't bite. He doesn't bite.
It's not the bite you gotta worry about. It's the squeeze.
True. You will break some bones when going down.
Shit.
Yeah. Did you not know?
Dude, no shit. That's literally how they're able to eat things bigger than they are. Is they break the bones down, then they swallow you whole and they digest. Not just the necks; it's the entire body.
Oh man, this just got
really. No, but he's very sweet. He's very sweet. He's a gray ball python, and those are very rare.
Ooh.
Those are very rare ball
Oh,
pythons, but he's very domesticated. He's been handled a lot, so he's not very aggressive or anything. He's just a big old sweepy. He's very calm. He likes to snuggle, and he's just a big old softy. But I don't want to do anything with him because I don't. It's not like I have a personal vendetta against snakes. I'm just deathly afraid of snakes. Like I will pet him. I will
Snakes
like
can
I
be
will pet
scary.
him. I will pet him,
Yeah.
but like he doesn't bite. He just looks at you. He just looks at you, and he just looks at you.
You realize why he's just looking at you, right?
His head is like as big as my palm. It's like the part where your thumb is attached to the rest of your hand, like that area.
It's called your palm, dude.
Palm.
But yeah, like again,
Palm, not your entire palm.
the
but, like,
reason why
section
he's
of
the reason
It's
why
like
he's
that.
so quiet. The reason why he's so quiet is he's silently plotting your death.
He's not silently plotting your death. He doesn't make he doesn't hiss at anyone really. He doesn't
No,
hiss at
I
anyone.
never said he was hissing. I said he was silently plotting.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying he doesn't hiss. He's not aggressive. He's a sweet pea. I mean, I will pet him. I got to hold him, and then his face got near me. I was like, oh fuck no, get the fuck away from me.
This is pretty much a question from me to the whole crew. What is everyone's thoughts
Okay.
about the Woody and Daffy Duck series we've been reacting to the past
Like,
couple
I
months?
understand.
Dude, look, all right, dude. Like at this point, if I haven't made myself clear about how much Woody creeps me the fuck out, I don't know what will. There's a reason I call him
yeah,
Deadeye.
Woody.
Yeah, Deadeye and Troublemaker.
I mean, those soulless dead eyes, man. Like dude, that just creeps me the fuck
Now that I
out.
think of it,
I
about
wasn't
it,
there
I
for
think
that one.
so I know we do a lot of reaction videos, and I know that's like stuff that you like to do, but I feel like maybe the channel would like I don't know, like maybe it would help the channel a little bit more if we did like I don't know comic dubs or something like that.
I mean,
Just so
I
you know,
have
we have like a
mentioned
lot
it.
of different content and not just like
Yes,
reaction
yes.
videos. and
I've
stuff like
mentioned that a couple
Well, that
times.
might be
but-
something to consider in the future. We're just branching out into the streams now, but yeah, I could see that
I
wouldn't be
mean,
a bad idea.
only
We could
thing
do those as like
is,
YouTube
yeah.
shorts or something.
Yeah, the only thing is we
Yeah,
have to.
And funny enough, I'm actually thinking about doing comic dub commissions. Like for like my voice commissions, I would do comic dubs.
Yeah, you mentioned.
But yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, I don't have it filled out yet. I have it in mind. I need someone to help me with the commissions so that I can post them because I found out that now since I have Cash App and I have my own credit card and shit like that, and like I found out that you can like make money from commissions like with PayPal or Cash App, and I was like, oh my god, I can finally do this because I've been meaning to do this for like about like since I was like 15, 16 years old, since I started doing voice acting.
I keep meaning to figure out whether or not I
yeah,
should set up a
so-
Patreon page, but I don't know what I'd offer.
Funny enough, I need to start making my own Patreon. Like for people to join my like Discord or like comic dubs and stuff like that.
I
and
have a
get
Patreon.
Facebook.
Well, I mean, I support a few people on Patreon. They'll like be a $1 a month patron.
Right now, I'm only supporting one person right now, and that's Gaijin Goomba.
Not bad. Not
Also,
bad.
apparently, there's a question in like the QnA panel discussion for Rose here. Actually,
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh,
Read
okay,
it off.
yeah.
Read it off.
Yeah.
it's from pretty much it said like out of curiosity, like what's your favorite game to play in the case?
My favorite game. Like, does it have to be Sonic related?
That's what I was trying to find. Is like, were they asking about favorite game in the franchise or just overall?
Is it Sonic related? Is it
Well,
off topic?
Technically,
They've
Sonic,
been meaning
it was
any
your
game in the case.
brother
They've been meaning
Manny
any game on
to
this
ask
one.
the question.
I have many. I like to play Stardew Valley. I like to play Mass Effect, Andromeda.
Ooh,
Sims
Mass
4.
Effect? Oh, that's a
I'm
good
actually
game
starting to get
series.
into D&D, so I'm trying to like download Baldur's Gate, but I don't have money.
Oh
but I'm trying
God,
to
no,
take
no,
up
no!
Baldur's Gate 3.
Dude! You don't want to fuck with Ubisoft because they're assholes.
Yeah,
Oh.
I play Assassin's Creed, so I have nothing against Ubisoft.
Like,
I
dude,
also
have you
like
have
to
you seen the shit they've been
play
doing
Red Dead
recently?
Redemption
No, I have not. I've been
2
doing other stuff with
online.
YouTube, and I haven't.
Trust me, you basically like you buy a game from them, you don't actually own it. They can yank it from you anytime now.
Yeah, they got this new thing called Ubisoft, something like they got their own.
Whatever the hell it is like
Ubisoft
like
Plus?
Ubisoft Plus, yeah, that's the one.
yeah, whatever it is like you wouldn't actually own the games, and you just basically constantly be playing them for a subscription service to something you would have thought you would have bought, but you didn't actually buy. Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with that shit. I can't believe I once pitched a video game to them.
You picked the video game
Well,
for
no,
that?
like I'm no.
You
Well,
pitched
I
a
This
video
thought
was,
game?
this was years ago. This is before I knew what kind of assholes they were.
Oh my goodness.
What was the game?
I thought. Wait,
I was gonna
wait,
pitch
They don't
them-
have Baldur's Gate 3 on Steam.
Not that I'm aware of.
Wow.
Oh, last time I saw it was on Steam.
Well, maybe it
Because
is,
a
but
friend
like
of mine also plays Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like,
maybe it
very
is on
interesting.
Steam, but like Ubisoft is doing some really
I'm not
shady
gonna
shit
say,
now.
okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not gonna say why I'm interested in Baldur's Gate 3, and it's definitely not because of a vampire.
It's
A vampire?
It's because of a vampire. We know.
Yeah, and like
No,
apparently
no,
there's another
it's
question.
not.
for
I'm
this.
trying to get into Dragons. I'm trying to get into
I'm
Dungeons
sorry.
and Dragons.
I'm sorry, Rose. First off, Dungeons and Dragons is where Baldur's Gate comes from. Second
I know.
off, when you literally bring up the vampire and nobody else brought it up, we know it's because of the vampire because you just made
No,
a
it's
very
not.
suspicious.
It's not.
You just made. Do you know the phrase "suspiciously specific denial"?
No.
Hmm.
Yes, I do. But no,
That's literally what you just did. That's literally what you just did.
No, here's the thing, because I'm trying to get into Baldur's Gate 3, and my friends are like, it's because of that character, isn't it? And I'm like, no.
Well, here's the thing. If you hadn't brought it up to us, we wouldn't have even known. So now you've kind of told us, and like,
there
it's
went
like, yeah, it's
Grounder.
like, yeah.
Yep. And apparently we got
Oh wait, so did Grounder lose ground?
wow.
Also, back to the topic of the comic dubs, we can only do those if we get permission from the artist that we're doing the comics off
And I
of.
mean,
Yeah, like-
obviously you have to ask permission.
That's kind of why I was
Yeah.
afraid to do that because
So I'm part. I also do like some comic dubs with a friend of mine. I don't know if you know his channel, but his channel's like-
Wait. You do comic dubs with an oh shoot? What the hell is an oh shoot?
I said, oh shit, because I dropped my phone.
Oh, that's even worse, dude. How would you do a dub with shit?
Oh, hello there,
No.
ROBTH the Hedgehog.
I dropped my phone. I just dropped
I
my
know,
phone.
for God's sake, like Rose.
You dropped
I've
your
said this
phone?
before. I will say this again. Anytime I have the option to make a joke, no matter how bad it is, I'm going to do it.
Your jokes
You
are
Plus,
notice? No shit! I've never denied this.
if we ever do
For some
For some
the
reason,
comic
Shannon's the
dubs,
only one who laughs at them.
I laugh at everything
guys-
apparently.
And also, guys, we did got a question I'm seeing in the case in the Q&A
Yeah, what's that?
discussion.
What do we
It
got?
says
What
like,
do we got? What do we got?
what is like our favorite FNF mod from what I'm reading?
I don't play FNF. I've only played it once or twice.
FNF?
Oh,
Friday Night
um,
Funkin'.
Friday Night Funkin'.
Never even heard of it.
Yes, they never told you about it. That guy is all Friday Night
I've literally never heard of it.
I
Okay,
don't really like Friday Night Funkin'.
It's okay if you don't
Okay,
like
I
it. It's
don't-
okay.
So,
It's
all right, Rose. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to sound like you're Goku taking a shit.
I
Like
swear
for
to
me, it
God.
has to be either like the Friday Night Fever mod or the or like, well, there's a bunch of Sonic mods that I like, but
It's like Skirk and
I have to
Fiona.
as like like the reason the Scourge mod, it actually has, like good songs in the case, like the Scourge mod, the Shadow mod actually.
Okay, you know what? I might like one mod from Friday Night Fun, and it's from.
You have a favorite animator?
I've literally never even heard of this
Mhm.
thing before. So
It's a pretty fun game actually. It's like a rhythm game in the case where like
I played it, but I had hand cramping at least once or twice. Trying to
yeah,
see
like,
the
it
keyboards.
takes a lot to keep my hand cramping. I have multiple hands. It takes a lot to keep my hands from cramping. Unless you're using like specific key binding.
I'd see Soap and Tar. Soap and Tar is the
And
ones.
there's our Nicole VA.
I'll see if they
Where?
want to join. It's in the audience chat.
Hey,
bring her on in.
Tar,
That's-
you want to join?
Oh, what?
Hey, Tar!
Tar?
Welcome to the panel.
What happened? Wait a minute.
Pretty much like
Hello
we were
there,
just
Nicole.
we were just talking about FNF and also Tar, like pretty much that thing about the Metallica, like where Charmy and some of the others actually mentioned Metallica at one point. DMs
Please
later.
say more.
Please
Like
say
literally,
more.
they because like they literally mentioned about like different songs like Master of Puppets, like Fuel and such like that.
All right, so I'll be honest. Like when I first heard this FNF thing, I thought you were referencing Five Nights at Freddy's, but
No,
yeah,
that would be FN and F.
Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's.
Nights at Freddy's.
F.
actually, the
Is
funny
one of
thing
them?
is, my favorite movie is literally Five Nights at Freddy's in reverse.
Yeah, you
It's-
know, you
it's-
told us
it's-
this 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's literally called now I don't know if these two have heard of it. It's called Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
I love Willy's Wonderland!
Literally, like I'll be honest, it's my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. It's the one where he never says a goddamn thing.
I love
Not the
Nicolas
literal
Cage.
Oh, wow,
good.
there's actually Metallica, like there's actually Metallica songs as an FNF mod. Wow.
Yeah.
You literally have a Metallica song in one of your
Okay.
sound servers.
The song that they used in
Who did that?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was
and-
like sorry who added that one.
Shit.
It was
I'm talking about who burp.
Talking in Your Sleep song that they did in Five Nights at Freddy's. I knew about that song way before Five Nights at Freddy's came out.
That's by the Romantics, I believe.
I've literally never even played Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
The
don't.
only thing I know about FNAF is that Matt had it in the movie.
Goodbye, Matt Pat. Oh no, Ruby, don't
Matt
cry.
is dead.
Matt Pat, no, he's not dead. He's literally stepping away to be with his.
I know. I use dead as a term of people. Oh my.
I mean, he'll be back one day. He says he's to spend time with his son. It's gonna be okay.
Actually, he's planning to launch indie animation. I don't know what it's about yet, but he's doing a couple of projects. So basically, what's happening is he's stepping away as the full-time host, but he might be back. He's still gonna be working on the scripts and stuff, though.
Apparently we had a question from Nega.
Okay.
That's like favorite cartoon in the case. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh God.
Is that really?
Um,